Yes, sir. Thursday evening. We got a full house.
Full house, baby.
Yo, it's France. We got Program V.
Yes, sir.
Norbes is back yet again.
Yeah, I used to love Full House. That was one of my favorite shows.
But today we got some Brooklyn natives.
Yes, sir.
Yo, man, it's the kid Cortez, and I'm interviewing Norbes. I'm interviewing
Hold on.
This
He ain't gonna pull that Brooklyn bullshit.
Yo, V.
He's like, Brooklyn keep on taking it. You feel what I'm saying?
I say, yo, France, I'm interviewing you today, France. You feel me?
Well, first of all, before we get started, my dude.
Before we get
yes,
started,
sir.
hold on. We still got one more person in the house,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
We got Gunpowda Patt.
That's a fact.
GP
What's poppin',
in the
man?
house.
Thanks
Brooklyn.
for Zeus. Free text, man.
Yeah,
So,
sir.
wait, hold on. Everybody here's from Brooklyn.
Except for you.
I'm from the Bronx.
Yeah. Except for
You look like you from the Bronx.
Nah, man.
That's crazy.
Before we get started, man, yo, this is a great night for us because, like we said, we got Brooklyn totally in the house, and we have a certified Brooklyn legend in the house with us tonight.
Facts.
All right? Not just from the battle rap world, from the music world, from the moves that he's been making since day one. He's been a fantastic representative of the entire hip-hop culture. And you may have seen him on Sway in the Morning. You may have seen him on K-Slay tearing down them freestyles.
Facts.
And now he's got the poppin' record on the radio, Bodega. I find myself singing it when I'm at the crib, so you know
He got what
it's
you
fire.
You got what you say.
He got
Hitmaker.
hello.
That shit
So
was
he's
fire.
moving. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm waiting for Cortez to hit Funk Flex.
what that's coming
Keep it a
soon.
buck.
So
Hold on. We got that's a hell of an intro.
So
we got
we'd like
my man
to hold. Let me finish up. So first, we'd like to welcome Cortez in the house.
Oh.
Everybody, give him a round of applause.
The sazón en
Papa
adobo is
Sazon
here,
Adobo. And to his left, we got the young gunner from Brooklyn. This guy's name is making a whole lot of
noise.
waves right
Facts.
now, a whole
Got
lot of
some more
noise
noise,
right
man.
now. You know what I mean? You may not be familiar with him, but tonight you're going to get even more familiar with him. We got our man Gunpowda Patt in the house, also
What's
from Brooklyn.
poppin',
Make
everybody?
some
What's
noise for
poppin',
Gunpowda
man?
Patt,
Gang,
man.
gang.
Welcome,
For
welcome.
Zeus, free text. Same shit.
All right, now that we got those out of the way, big friends, let's get the show going, baby.
So, first thing I want to get started with, like, Tess, how's it feel to have your songs on the radio, Hot 97?
It's a blessing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm super humbled about it, you know? I take a lot of pride in the music, you know? Even from before the battle raps and stuff like that. Like, I always really worked on my music. So, you know, a lot of the times the battles will overshadow the music. But I've been holding back records for about a good 3-4 years. You know what I mean? So it was more or less like I always would look at it like, okay, they love you for one thing. You always have to understand it in this game. They love you for what they love you for. Yeah. And it's hard to change people's opinion, whether you were good at something else or not. If they love Cortez for Hitman Holla, if they love Cortez for Hollin' Hand or for whatever it is, they're not gonna hone into anything else like this, which we love you for. So my game plan was just keep working on music and not releasing. And I haven't really released music until like, I mean, I put out a mixtape last year with the Method Man record.
Yeah.
And that was more or less like the teaser. But this has been a game plan of mine for maybe like the last 3-4 years on how to cross over with records and not just immediately try to give them a commercial record.
Just throw something out there just because you're hot right now.
Exactly. So, this is like really been a conscious effort like with me and my team and just how to pinpoint it. And I also knew that it would have to be when I got at a certain point battle-wise. You know, we all know Cortez has had his highs and had his lows. Me being able to accept that and figure out a game plan and step back and say, okay, this is how I need to move, then, you know, right now it's just a confirmation that, okay, I made the right game plan and now it's game time.
Yo,
you know
man,
what I mean?
and I could definitely attest to that, man, because I go back to the days of where you were running around in the pyramid.
That surprised me. Yeah, like
that's
you know
crazy.
that.
Yeah,
So
and Misfit might have been like 14 up in there.
we would sneak her in
You,
the
you know
club.
what I mean? Billy the Kid up in there, like
I remember those. You know what I remember Cortez from?
What?
From Gladiator when he battled out in the Bronx.
Lizzie.
yeah.
And
Lizzie,
that-
Ice is man,
yeah. I remember that.
Norbes was with me. Norbes and Matt pulled up on me after
you
and all that. And conceded battle that day. Me and
the
Cole.
YMCA or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those clips of the battle never dropped.
135th. Yeah,
I remember that.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
newborn battle.
Rich Dollaz and Arsenal
Yeah,
battle.
Rich Dollaz and Arsenal battle.
that
That was
definitely.
lit, man.
Yo, bro, question. When you battle Ishmael, you say you had mixtape verses. Was that really a mixtape verse?
Yo,
Oh, we going
you know
in
what was
already.
You know what was funny about that? Rex did it. So when I seen that Rex did it, I just
Then
said,
it
you know,
makes-
I'm gonna have fun
fuck
with
it,
this.
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I did have a 16 after that, and then when I stopped and I said that's my that really was a mixtape verse.
You want to know something else?
What?
That was a Shmoolah mixtape verse too.
Crazy.
We go hard. We go hard.
Oh shit, that's
He
crazy.
should have had
man.
more in the tank though that night though.
We
It,
go
it
hard.
might have been nasty for him. You know what I mean?
Nasty, man.
But you know, shout out to Ish though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you tell me? All right, so now we're kind of like transition, right? Like Gunpowder, he just had his proven ground. He's kind of coming up. Can you tell me a little bit about your like early days before like URL, like Blue Collar TV, when you was battling in the streets, when you battled out in Connecticut, Jay Dice and all them guys? Like, what was it like then to like learn to like hone your craft? So that way, like that kind of like he kind of sees a little bit of a format. Okay.
You know what's
What?
funny? My fault. Not to
I
catch you.
know already.
You got funny
Yeah,
stories?
yeah, yeah. No,
So I remember
King of
Jay.
the stories
I
here.
remember Jay Dice, right? So
I knew
Jay
it.
Dice battled Core, right? And he was like, wow, extra,
The
like
first round,
disrespectful.
the first round, he was so excited. He
Bro,
won the first. He was
nah,
like,
bro.
overly
Remember
excited.
Rump,
Yeah,
Rump,
yeah. So he was bugging, like whatever he was acting. I guess he was home or whatever, so he was acting crazy. So I remember Joe Light was gonna battle him. So Joe Light was gonna battle him at Blue Collar.
They battled.
Yeah, so
Joe
we
Light.
all, so we all,
Yeah, oh, we know. We know.
so we all there.
And Joe Light is my man. Free Joe
Yeah.
Light. Real talk.
I knew, yeah, free Joe Light.
Joe Light.
So like, you know, like we got the call, like, yo, man, I wasn't feeling that nigga disrespected because he in his hometown. So we're like, oh, all right, yeah, whatever. I'm like, whatever. So we get to the battle, and like, I don't even think Joe showed up to battle, my nigga. Like, this nigga did everything. I most disrespectful
Remember
shit
that?
I've
Bang
ever
his
seen.
hat.
his
Bang
hat.
his
Nigga
hat.
bang
I'm
his
singing crack.
Bang his hat. I was sitting there. I was like, yo, Joe is bugging, bro.
Wow.
Let me tell you.
What was
you.
the environment like then?
I'm gonna give you the
Yo,
backstory, right?
shit was hilarious.
So I battled Jay Dice in November. I battled X Factor Halloween. So it was only like 2 weeks of difference, right?
Right.
And the reason when I battled X Factor, remember that was the launch of URL.
Yeah.
A month prior to that, I had battled Real Deal, Conceited, and Head Ice all in August.
I
in
remember.
September.
Yep.
So Norbes is getting mad at me. Because Norbes is like, why the fuck you battling Real Deal?
Facts.
Why the fuck you on Grind Time? Like, because I already had battled SoCon.
Right.
And we knew once that hit World Star, he was like, nigga, don't battle nobody else. We're going to get you on URL. Smack is coming back. Only few of us had that intel.
At the time when you beat SoCon, was that an upset when you beat him at the time?
Oh yeah. But I mean, I was cooking too because but SoCon was the first
Yeah,
person
yeah.
that I was like, oh, hold on, he's actually getting crazy with
Yeah,
me.
right.
You understand? Because everyone else on Grind Time wasn't no
Oh.
thing, but Norbes told me, stay away from that white boy. And I was like, but you want to hear something crazy? It's really supposed to be me and Hollow. But me and Hollow had gotten so cool after the Young Sheen battle and the Mars Jelton, and I started getting the right looks. And then we had the Lions Den shit, like clips. Like, we did the tit on World Star where we had to... Actually, somebody posted it today as a Throwback Thursday.
Which one?
When we was all in Infamous Studios with me, Clips, Arsenal.
The Cypher?
the Cypher.
Amzilla. Yeah.
So, we would like World. A lot of people don't know World Star got hot off of battle rap.
Yeah.
So Norbes is trying. Like, I didn't understand the internet, and Norbes is like, chill.
Lay
You
low.
don't have to work so hard. Work smart. But you know, we're 19, 20 years
Trying
old.
to
I'm
get it
trying to
going.
get on
Facts.
everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's like, yo, stay away from that dude. But then again, rest in peace, PH. I had a loyalty to PH and a loyalty to
Yeah,
Norbes.
sure, R.I.P.
So Norbes understood it. So boom, I battled SoCon. I squeaked my way out of that one, right? He tells me, boy, you lucky. I remember Clips calling me. Clips called me and said, boy, you lucky that went to overtime. Right?
That'd've
So
been
then I go
nasty.
take Real Deal. I didn't have to take Real Deal. The reason why I took Real Deal, because Calm was battling Ilmac, Hollow was battling Ilmac, and then a lot of people don't know this. I was fighting for DNA to get the right looks.
Right.
Norbes really wasn't sure about
She wasn't
DNA yet
sure
because
on
DNA. No, I
DNA
had
was super
DNA.
young. No, when I battled Real Deal, he battled Farnham. Remember,
Yeah.
we
Lil
niggas didn't
Farnham,
really
yeah.
know, and I was like, yeah, this kid
Stick
right
with him.
here is
Stick with him.
he's
Right.
you know what I mean? And D was like, yo, and I said, all right, I'll take a battle. I lost that battle. DNA lost that battle. So Norbes was like, now I gotta do damage control. Damage control was me
Protect the
battling
brand.
Conceited.
Right.
And Norbes is like, oh, bruh, Conceited is a problem.
Yeah.
Me and Conceited have a good battle. Some people say he won.
Yo,
A lot of
either way.
people say he got crazy in the third, but the first 2 rounds I kind of
He
got
rapped
him.
for like 10 minutes in the third, bro.
It was an
That's
unlimited
crazy.
third.
Right.
But either way, though, that didn't hurt me that much because it was just a fire battle.
Right.
So then Norbes says, you got
Both
ice.
of y'all actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so then Norbes calls
Oh,
me and
the
says, all right,
infamous
you got ice.
Yeah.
Now, this was the one for all the
Remember I
stakes.
was telling y'all the Lions and a lot of people didn't know.
We
I
had a
set up
meeting.
the card.
You set that
Yeah,
joint
yeah,
up.
And we had the
Yeah,
whole
I
meeting
didn't know
before that
I
and
was,
all
I, was,
that.
I was outside.
Remember Lux had the fake press conference about Solomon and nobody was there? Nobody was there.
You know what's the crazy shit? You know how like We Go Hard is now?
Yeah.
Like with Pat, bro, that's actually how it was when we first started this shit. We was battling a lot of fucking what's that? The Soul something. It was like a sneaker store.
Oh, right around here.
Yeah, right around here.
Right around
Like,
here. Right
like,
around here.
bro,
When I
like-
battle
Sneaker
Deacon
stores and
Frost.
barbershops.
When I
man.
battle
crazy.
Deacon
Facts.
Frost.
Yeah.
When I
Wait.
battle Deacon Frost.
I think
Miguel
about Deacon-
Diablo.
I think about him in the Bronx.
Miguel Diablo?
Yeah.
No, bro, that was
Nah,
around
that was
here.
there. It was,
That was
All,
blue
all,
collar. That was
all
blue
the blue
collar.
collar shits was
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they weren't
It
in
was
the
a
Bronx.
classic sneaker store. Soul something. It was
Yeah,
fire.
something.
But all of them shit, the Joe Light shit, all that. So we go. So the all that shit had started dropping. But he was like, bro, Ice is the one. Ice is the one you can't play with. And
Matter of
Ice
fact-
was the hottest battle rapper in the world at the time.
Not to cut him off, but I told Lux when we on the phone. Lux is kind of like picking my brain. I'm like, yo, Lux, let's do Cortez versus Ice. The nigga starts dying laughing. Like Lux is hysterical. He like, you think he gonna fuck with Ice, my nigga? Like, and I'm like, bro, Cole's gonna beat him. He was like, my nigga, I never heard Lux laugh so hard in my life. He was like, yo, I'm gonna try to get clips. I'm gonna try to get somebody else. I swear to God, I was like, bro.
I ain't watched that. I'm
Just
gonna watch that
trust
shit
me.
tonight. Bro.
Matter of
Hold
fact,
on, you've never seen Core versus
original?
Ice?
It,
Son.
it changed the
Son.
landscape.
Pat-
It changed
Pat-
the-
Son.
it changed the landscape of like
Wow.
judging.
No, I
Yeah,
battle rap,
yeah.
but I'm not a battle rap junkie. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
but
Like,
that-
I'll watch this shit tonight.
Nah, that's
I mean,
one to check
Definitely-
out.
definitely want to check
The
out.
original,
Yeah,
that's
that's one to
a
check
crazy.
out.
I got, and it's just the whole history behind the judges.
You
who
gotta
were there.
understand, like, all right, there's KRS-One there, right?
Yeah.
Raekwon's
P,
there.
Styles
Styles
P.
P's there. Big Daddy Kane
Rakim,
was there?
Rakim,
Big Daddy Kane, right?
What call was
Kid
this?
Capri,
This
This
was
was the Lions Den
this
card.
was the Lions Den
me
card.
and Ice,
Kid
it's me
Capri.
and Ice,
Who else was on that call?
Goods and Tech Nine,
Goods and
Yeah,
Tech
Goods and Tech
Nine.
Nine.
Dimes and
Dimes and Nems.
Dimes and Nems,
Tay Rock and
Tay Rock
and Kaboom.
Tay Rock and
and
Kaboom.
Tay
I
Rock is
probably
coming back.
saw it then.
And Tay-
Probably.
Tay Rock
might
is
as
coming
well,
back off
Off
of
his
the Charlie
body,
Clips.
yeah,
Off
yeah.
of the Charlie
Yeah.
Clips. But when we go to Harlem, you got to understand, Ice is the
Yeah.
biggest
The biggest
thing
dude
in
ever.
battle rap.
in Harlem, especially.
And it's like me battling Aquaman in the ocean. I remember Math always said that. Math said, bro, you
fact.
going to battle Aquaman in the ocean.
Word.
So Norbes gets me the battle.
Mm-hmm.
And Norbes is like, boy, do not play. I was already I was like, what? I was like, I'm going in. I locked in. Boom. We had like 3 weeks prep. It wasn't even that long. Boom. Norbes comes, picks me up. We chilling in my hood. Me and all my niggas, we all drive up there to Harlem.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, when I say there's like 200 people
Yeah, it
on
was
the
crazy.
corner,
Yeah, it was crazy, yeah.
on 135th, I'm talking about the whole
Yep.
135th and Lennox was shut down.
Facts.
They
Had
put
a TV
TVs
screen
in
outside.
the street. In the
Yeah.
street.
Something flat screens
They put
outside.
flat
I was
screen in the
outside of Black Star watching
Bro,
it on the TV
how
screen.
was
the
So,
crowd was flooded, bro.
so I'm talking about that'll never happen again.
It's crazy.
Nah,
So I'm
nah.
talking about
Police shut
the
that down
police.
early.
The police cut it off and gave us the block. Like they couldn't stop that. They had to give us the block at
Crazy.
was it Black Star?
Black Star.
Right? So they put the TV out. So PH, rest in peace, PH.
Fact.
PH says PH, DNA, and Newborn can't get in. So they sit there and they say, PH is like, yo, fuck that. I'm going to record the TV just in case. Because PH was like, nigga, I know you're going to win,
But they
and
gonna
they're
cheat
not going to
you.
try to put the footage out. So PH records this shit off the screen in the street.
But mind you, check this. Like, imagine, what was it, 130 something, whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it was. My nigga, the entire block was surrounded by a TV
Everybody.
outside. Like, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
Like, we was like, bro, like, It was like me, Core,
Nitty was with us, Chambers, Mav, Hands. I'm
All
talking about
original
great.
joint.
That's
Like-
gangsta. I ain't gonna hold
Like,
you.
bro, Core literally went into the Lions then, bro. Like,
Literally.
literally.
And I told them all, I said,
Right.
Norbes was like, let me hear the words. I said, I'm good.
Damn.
I said,
That
I'm
focus.
good.
Laser
And
beam
once I
focus.
started off with that, ice is like 50.
50. Literally.
Nah, I don't mean Curtis. I mean literally.
Ice is like 50.
And I just had the whole shit. And then everyone just looked at me and it was like, oh, God.
Yo, Coy.
You know
like
what
that.
I'm saying?
Now, mind you,
Shoot
the
it, man.
crazy
Just
shit
one
is,
thing about that, right there, you gotta like look back into, and I want to put in perspective for Pat. Like this battle happened in 2009, and the judges told Cortez like, "Oh, you took somebody else's like style or flow, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't like
They
that." And it's
did.
weird
They
now.
didn't
matter
because
of fact,
it's
I
weird
hear
because
that shit every day.
And your era of battle rap now, like
But
a
check-
little more modern, you can take people's like
You can flip a
rounds.
style.
You can
for
flip
a few
their
bars.
styles.
They
But
didn't even understand that he was flipping someone's style, not that he's taking it. And
Right.
this is what's
Yeah.
mind-boggling.
Like I
It's
did
like,
everything Ice do on times 10. But I always
But
had
you
better
did that on
bars.
purpose.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
but
But I
they,
still
I hear
added.
you.
It was
I
ahead
hear
of his
you.
time
Yo,
almost.
bro,
Like
I was rapping in Jamaican.
It was crazy.
I
Philly
was doing
Swain,
all that
Swain,
shit.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. A
like,
whole bunch
bro,
of
when
little-
I say I
Right.
outswagged them on
Yeah, it was crazy.
everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So when it happened, I honestly feel like they were just like, yo, this little Puerto Rican nigga is getting a little too crazy. And they didn't feel I was believable.
Raekwon,
Even though I
yeah.
had all the
Yeah.
goons with me, and I was from Brooklyn. I was a Brooklyn nigga in there, and me and my Brooklyn niggas was ready to pop and all that.
Yeah.
But I think they just thought that I wasn't authentic, which crazy because nowadays people don't care if you're a real nigga
It
or
don't-
not as
don't
long
even
as your
matter.
bars. But back then they was all sitting there.
Yeah,
like,
it was crazy.
Do we
Just
believe
real shit.
him? Do we believe him? You know what I mean? Or whatever. So they jerked me for the battle, but everybody knew I clearly fought.
I remember.
They sent it to
Killed him,
overtime,
killed him.
and I
Oh,
still
you
fought.
fought? It was overtime.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was
And-
overtime.
yep.
I'm not gonna front. I ain't gonna lie to Core. His overtime, bro, was fire.
Nah, but that's where I started the part in my back.
Back.
Yeah,
You know,
he
like
was
that's where
wildin'.
that came from.
He
You
called
know
this
why
nigga.
though? Because the fire shit be the shit you think not's fire. So Ice overtime, he had shit he thought it wasn't fire. That shit was
Yeah.
fire.
But you know what it was though too. Like to be honest, it's like it's your situation in a sense, right?
yeah.
Like Cortez was literally Gunpowder Patt walking into a battle with somebody that was known. So you're literally facing not only Ice, but you're facing his aura. And Ice was at that time he grabbed
And
nigga,
the
put him
whole
on, bro.
Harlem.
And it's crazy
yeah.
And
because
my whole thing was you're not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
grab me or nothing. Like
Word.
Ice
Facts.
knew me, so Ice knew me, so that was the only thing. Because on the street tip, a lot of niggas knew me from the streets. So a lot of niggas was like, all right, we know a little Puerto Rican nigga, he get his little money and shit. But so they wasn't gonna violate me, but they was gonna try to make me look like I wasn't authentic. You get what I'm saying?
And-
but niggas knew not to touch me, and I was like, yo, you're not gonna do nothing like that. We're gonna keep it official.
Yeah.
But they was like, yo, Ice was grabbing niggas at that time.
Using
Bro.
them as human
He didn't
shields
Ice
do
and
that.
whatnot.
No,
It was
And I
crazy.
think
Niggas
that's
in my
what
hood
kind of.
fuck with
But then
Ice.
you got
Yeah.
Mook standing there. You got Mook,
Yep.
Rex, Nim standing there, P.
Everybody.
Everybody saying, everyone's just sitting there, like, and I'm just wigging.
Wilding
Yeah,
on
wilding
them.
on them.
And
Wilding
Kid
on them.
Capri walked out and was like, yo, y'all jerking him.
Yeah.
Y'all not giving it. And Kid Capri walked out. That's why me and Kid Capri are still like
Yeah.
so tight to this day. You know what I mean? So, or whatever. That happened. And the fact that I lost made me a bigger name.
Mhm.
Because
everybody
it
felt like
was
you got
so
jerked.
much controversy on World
It's
Star.
right, yeah.
Everyone was like, where's the footage? Where's the footage? Where's the footage? But Lux was not trying to put the footage out. So
Well-
we gave Lux 2 months.
Well, no, remember what happened was
Ultimatum.
Lux was selling this HBO shit. So
Oh, yeah, they
when
was trying to say it's going to
he
be on
was on
HBO.
HBO. So when it wasn't
dropped.
going down, Lux went. From my understanding, is that Lux went without their permission and dropped the shit and said, "Fucking put it out as a DVD." You know what I'm saying? So it's
But he
Bad
didn't
Lux.
want to put us up. Remember, PH's footage hit World Star 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So PH was on
Word.
rest in peace. PH was like, yo, fuck that.
Put it out.
If they don't put it out by Halloween,
I'm gonna put it out.
I'm putting it out.
Right.
And I said, all right, cool. You know what I mean? And I told
it
Norbes, I said, no. Norbes was like, yo, we battled the end of August, like August 31st. I just remember that day.
Mm-hmm.
Then September comes, October, Halloween, URL launches.
Mm-hmm.
I battle X Factor. Now that hits World Star. So Smack calls me and Smack is like, boy, you on fire right now. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, I'm about to drop this Ice footage. Smack is like,
He wasn't with it.
Ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
So then I'll tell PH, I'm like, yo, boy, I text Lux. Lux wasn't hitting me back. But Lux hit me and said, yo, I'm not going to lie, you got crazy. He was like, but we still trying to figure this out. Like, fuck this. Dropped it.
Right.
Boom. Now I'm on fire because X Factor and Ice dropped the same, and then the conceded battle. Like all that shit dropped in the same week.
Yeah.
It was like boop boop boop, and World Star picked them all up.
So let me ask you a question. When that dropped, did you feel the immediate heat? Like everywhere you
I'm gonna be honest
know
with
what I'm
you,
saying?
my whole life changed because like I was working at the airport at the time, right? And bro, probably like I wasn't really an internet savvy dude, but like I had Twitter at the time. And my Twitter mentions probably went from 2,000 followers, about 40, 20, 30,000 followers in a week.
What?
And the word and everything just said toot, toot, toot. Like I'm talking about my number, like I see it.
Yeah.
Like clink, clink, clink.
Analytics before the
Bro,
analytics.
it's like Sonic when he fucking hit the coins, nigga.
Bad rings everywhere.
Mind you, well, check this, Pat. So, mind you, after
And
that
Norbes
battle,
predicted it.
That's crazy.
I tell this
Norbes the
fool,
oracle, man.
Don't take no battles. Like, I'll be telling you,
Says,
like, bro,
don't
chill.
take J
Nah,
Dice.
I'm sure I
No, not even
doing
Dice.
that.
This nigga takes Marv 1.
No. That's
It was
way
Marv
that's
one.
That was on
after
URL, though.
That's
After
after
Hitman.
Hitman.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
after
you're right,
Hitman.
right.
No,
Because I had
tell me
Hitman
don't
lined up
take
for
no
you.
battles.
Because I had Hitman lined up for you.
But you got to remember, I wasn't really getting paid for battles
Gotcha,
yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Norbes is like, look, I'm gonna get you Hitman.
Yeah.
But then the J Dice was like a little off battle in Connecticut.
Just
Some
figured you could
bullshit.
slide that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And Norbes is like, yo, who's this J Dice dude you battling? I didn't want to tell Norbes. I was like, I ain't telling Norbes I got this.
Sneaking
battle.
battles, yeah.
Norbes called me like, nigga, what are you doing?
Yeah.
We're trying to set this up. You already on Smack. You got Hitman next. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? I'm like, nah, man, this nigga. And I really didn't care for J Dice.
Yeah.
So we go there, and the first round, J Dice mentions my son. So my man Reezy wants to pop on him, and Norbes is like, my man Reezy's like, yo,
Be like
fuck
that.
that, son. You know what I'm saying? So I start freestyling about the nigga daughter, whatever. They edited the footage. They tried to make it like he choked twice in a battle, and they edited his footage so that you don't see his chokes.
Yeah.
He was rapping, but he did choke. I technically won, but if you don't see the chokes, his rounds was like
Still
mad.
won.
Yeah.
So it looked more competitive than what it was.
Got you, than what it
And
was.
Norbes was like, bro,
That's
you
the
have to start
bullshit.
listening
That's
to
the
me
bullshit.
because you're making it hard for me to bring it. That's why when I battle Hitman's like, you got a lot of fucking losses. Because he's talking about that.
I ain't gonna be
He's
the
talking
first to
about
do it.
he's talking about that
Yeah.
and Head Ice because I got jerked in the Head
Yeah.
Ice battle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess losing don't bother me. You know what I mean? And Norbes is just looking at me, and I remember Norbes
man.
looking at me like, see what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yo,
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 so Pat,
I mean?
so when your battle dropped on URL, did you feel the immediate heat? Did you feel like things like, oh shit, there's a lot of eyes on me now, like people checking for me a lot more? Because you've been battling for a minute, but now this is like the official stamp is on you. Did you feel the immediate heat?
Honestly, nah, bro. I'm just waiting for the next battle, bro.
Damn.
You know what's the
Okay.
crazy shit? I called Pat when his battle dropped.
I'm,
He didn't even know the shit was out.
It's a fact.
Get out of there.
Deadass. This nigga is
retarded.
retarded.
Yeah.
First of all, let me tell you a little about Pat. What I like about Pat is he's different. Like, he's very different. So before his PG, I was like, bro, I need some footage to, to promote the battle.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, cool. So he sends me a video. So I look, and you know how the video opens?
Yeah.
And I see some skates on the floor.
Oh,
That's my opponent's skates. Let niggas know.
Skates. Nigga, all I see is a nigga pissing on the skates.
Oh, you shows the streaming piss.
No,
You shows the streaming
I'm
piss.
sitting there.
Nigga,
I'm
Norbes
like,
says in the video talking shit. I
Bro.
borrowed skates
Nigga, he bought- no.
from my friend. And remember, I showed you the text.
Yeah.
I told my friend, yo, I'm not going to do nothing to the skates.
Bro,
I sent Norbes a video. It was just a stream of piss on them skates, my nigga.
crazy.
he sent me the
hilarious.
screenshot.
Crazy.
And Shorty was like, yo, just make sure I get my skates back. But to say that is to say, like, how, like, Cortez, when we were first, doing what we doing, I'm like, yo, take Ice and we're going with this direction. Pat actually reminds me a lot of Ice. Ice goods in a sense, because when Ice came on the scene, it was like he was different. Like my nigga, he's grabbing niggas' shield and I'm talking to people.
I used to go to the
It was
bodega and he'll
different.
be sit there and be like, "You're the salami and Swiss. I eat that every Monday.
Exactly.
This is a bagel. This is a bacon, egg, and cheese.
So
This
That's
is
what
my
I was
burger.
saying when I said I'm in the
This
wrong
is
era, man.
Cortez. Like he would do shit like you'd be like,
In real
it's
life.
weird, but you'd be like,
exactly.
He's got his own
Fire,
language.
like,
yeah.
So when I first seen him, I was like, he had this line where he said something about you leave a hole so big, you got to sew him up a jump rope. And when I heard that shit, I was like, and the way he said it was like, oh, this nigga got something. You know what I'm saying? So like, as soon as I actually met him more like a year ago.
Yeah.
So his PG was like a year in the making. So I kind of was just giving him tips, stuff like that. And that's crazy, like Cortez bringing that shit up, because that's exactly what we still do to this day.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Because, once
the breeding.
yeah, it takes out. But sometimes people don't want to wait as long. But it is something about an individual, and that's what I really liked about him. That he's just
coachable.
Good looking, bro.
That he's completely different. He's something wrong with him, bro. Like
I feel like
like you ever met a battle and be like, yo, there's something wrong with this nigga, but that's actually a good thing.
Pat, I have a question.
What's going on?
Right, so like, Norbes kind of has like a vision all the time with somebody when he sees something in somebody, and not everybody always agrees with it. Nobody is as patient.
Yeah.
How did you find a way to be as coachable and believe in what Norbes had to say, so that way you can like grow and elevate as an artist?
I mean, feel me? You just gotta respect where the word coming from. Certain niggas got stain. Feel me? Certain niggas' word is good. Feel me? I'd rather listen to Stan Van Gundy than to the coach of fucking James Madison High School. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
and
man.
also Norbes been around. Feel me? I feel like I'm in the wrong era of battle rap. I feel like a nigga like me would have strived back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now-
I ain't all about all this. I don't feel me.
I tell y'all this, right? Like, I think now a lot of the new guys coming in have
Talk about
kind
that,
of
too.
seen who listened and who didn't listen, right? Like, if you sit there and you see like who's
Top
from the
and Briz
Norbes,
listening,
no, but who's from the Norbes breeding ground, right?
Gotcha,
like the
gotcha.
real, like you would say me, you would say DNA, you would say Math, you would say Jazz the Rapper, you would say T Top, you would say Ill Will,
Twerk,
Twerk, Briz, right? But then you would see there's very few people that strayed away, that didn't listen, and they was able to come back. The only people that might have been able to like, they strayed away from him, and then they realized, all right, I fucked up.
Bring
Let
it
me
back.
come back home. JC, Clean Paper still struggling a little
Still
bit.
trying to get it back.
Like those people, like they were following his lead. They were getting somewhere. And then, niggas get money hungry. We all get money hungry. Yeah,
Life
because
happens.
nobody's rich in battle. I'm going to tell you right now, nobody in battle rap is wealthy. You understand? So everybody's struggling for a check. So we understand that. But I think now the newer dudes are coming in, are going to sit there and be like, yo, my nigga, why am I going to battle 10 times
Right.
and stress myself out when I could battle probably 3 times and be on the right stage, and maybe I could just get more money.
Yo,
You know,
bro,
but-
not to cut you off, but that's exactly what I do. You see how why would I battle 10 times, battle 3 times? 2017, only had 2 battles on We Go Hard. But that's what got me here. You know what I'm saying? I'm exactly
Quality
one of those
over
niggas.
quantity.
Less is
Exactly,
more.
my
Less is
nigga.
more.
But when the money comes,
Nah.
I'ma tell
It
you,
ain't
no.
enough.
No,
Bro, trust me,
I'm telling you to listen.
better at that
I'm telling
side.
because I'm telling you, yo, bro.
How
let me
hard
tell
is
you
it
how
to
to lead.
resist it, man?
Let me tell you something. This is what leagues do. This is what URL does too.
well, no.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Uh-oh,
Right? I'm
exclusive.
gonna tell you what URL
Exclusive.
does. Right?
Exclusive.
Like
Bro, I done
it'll
turned
be
down
like.
so
Norbes
much money, bro.
ahead.
I done turned down money already, bro.
No,
It's
no,
not
no,
about
but-
the money
No,
for
but-
me.
All right,
I know
but
what you're
with,
saying.
but like my bracket of bread is a little different. So like it'll say like this: you won't get a call. You might not get a call in September. You might not get a call in October. Might not get a call in November. Christmas is coming.
Christmas sale, the fire sale.
Man, niggas hit you like,
Stupid.
yo, we got this perfect day to die card.
Hey,
You get what I'm saying?
Cortez, how are ya?
You sit there, Beasley.
Hey, Taz.
This is how Beasley calls me. My favorite Puerto Rican. I say, Beasley, I'm the only Puerto Rican in Battlerap. What are you talking
Como
about?
estas, Taz?
You know what I mean? So then it's like, all right, you can't turn down that prayer. But you know, it's sitting there like, you know, there comes times where you be like, damn, son, I could clear a couple bands in 1 month.
Yeah.
You understand? So you sit there and be like, you know, it's gonna happen. You're gonna overwork yourself.
Right.
Sometime in your career. No. Don't tell me no. I'm telling you right now. No. Listen to me. Listen, I'm not talking about your whole career. I'm talking about there's gonna come a time where you're gonna be in a zone. Because a lot of times we might feel like we in a zone. Like, yo, son, I got mad shit right
But
now.
it could be-
and I could battle 3 niggas in the next.
So
3
at that
months.
point, are you trying to
Sometimes-
test your pen at that point?
Yeah. You always get to that point where you want to
Sometimes.
test your pen. And then sometimes you got to sit there and be like, right now, what I feel like, okay, with the old Red battle, I feel like I was so retarded lyrically, even though people feel like old Red might have won, old Red went over time limits. I feel like what I did is like crazy.
Son, we did the breakdown here.
Yeah,
He
so-
had like a whole other round and a half for you.
All right. So
It
a
was
battle in the
crazy,
top
yeah.
10, nigga, you're not gonna beat that if we're both on our A game.
Absolutely,
And I'm not
absolutely.
mad at that.
And the battle
Because
was fire, ultimately,
I
yeah.
still feel like when it comes on YouTube, my stock is still gonna rise.
Right.
So for my stock
You would have
to
beat
rise,
majority of the card that night. You would have beat the majority
I
of the
would beat
card.
everybody on the
Yeah.
card that
Yeah.
night. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
Twerk was fired at.
I still would have beat Twerk though, I
It was
think,
crazy.
son. But either way, like I was up there. You get what I'm saying? So my
Well, you
thing is
already
this.
beat Twerk.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just
No,
going by
but
his third round.
I got you. I got you.
So what I'm saying is this, right? Then I feel like I battle Ryder. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, I was inspired, but not really inspired. So right now, I feel like let me let them miss me. I don't want to be unknown. I don't, you know what I mean?
We was
I
just
want
talking
them to
about
miss
that.
me. I
That's
want them to
right.
miss me. I
Yeah.
want them to miss me a little bit, and maybe a volume 3, I come back with something solid or some amount. You know what I mean? So you got to know when you want them to miss you, and you got to know when you got to turn up.
So let's talk upon it. Pat, let's start with you. You're new out there. You're making your bones. You're making your buzz. Who would you want to battle as a vet?
Like I said before, multiple interviews, I want to battle Tech 9 just because that's
You
the
really
nigga
want to
I
battle
was-
Tech?
Bro, that's the nigga I was watching.
Really?
That's
That
respect.
ass.
I
Tech
don't want to see
Nine.
the James battle.
I like when PGs graduate and they battle people in their class because then they elevate each other. They both perform well personally, more than like them chasing the vet.
Is it just Tech 9? Who else?
What is it about Tech,
I
though?
would.
What is it about Tech?
About Tech, I was watching Tech. For me, everybody was a Lux fan or you feel me, whoever they was fan. I was like, nah, this nigga Tech is funny and fucking that ass.
Yeah.
I could watch from outside looking in. Tech was a weirdo pulling. I could see niggas laughing, but then he battled all the other shit. Like, nah,
Yeah.
fuck this niggas. He's not nice at all. But the fact you not nice and you can hang,
He's got something.
you nice at something.
All those
He's unorthodox.
intangibles.
Yeah.
He's
You
got
feel
all them
me?
intangibles.
So I want to battle him just a person like, all right, yeah, I battled the nigga I was watching. Cool.
That's respect.
I never pitch I'd be here for me, next to for me, my son Tej for me. Shout out,
respect.
grr, all that.
It's the same thing. You know what I mean? Like you would sit there and then from there you got to strategize. Like this whole shit is chess. You know what I mean? Like you can figure out how you can lily pad your way to the top of this.
I definitely see you battling Tech 9 by the end of the year. It's funny because when we were there,
When I heard him, I said Tech 9. I said the Jerry Wesses.
Yeah, we
X
about
Factor
that
had a
too.
solid return.
he did.
I was happy for that.
He looked
So,
really
so,
good.
so, like, okay, you get the unorthodox niggas the fuck out of here. You get what I'm saying? Because then you make your lane.
You need the unorthodox.
No. But what I'm saying is though, you're getting in
You
their
become
lane,
that king.
and then you become that unorthodox nigga.
Yeah,
Quote,
that's
unquote,
a
all of
fact.
it. You get what
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying?
trying
So
to
now
do.
you solidify yourself.
That's what I'm trying to do, basically.
It's like you have to find your niche in battle rap,
And then claim your lane.
and then you claim your
Claim
lane.
that
Like
lane.
look what shout out to DNA. whether, you know, a lot of people are saying they're like, DNA and O-Red is closer than what you think, right?
We had him winning, actually.
Okay, cool, right? But this whole champ shit that DNA's running with is killing O-Red, bro.
It's hilarious.
It's killing him.
Right.
It's killing him.
He's winning the war.
He's capitalizing
Winning the
on
war.
it.
Let me tell you something. You winning over because no one's even thinking
Exactly.
champ and thinking O-Red no more.
I think
The
DNA.
minute you think champ,
Think DNA.
Think DNA. He took that lane, man.
you get what I'm saying? You take it and you run
ran with it.
And you know what I mean? And I was like,
Now you got the gloat.
yeah.
So if
Like-
DNA's the champ, Math is the gloat.
What's
What's yours,
man,
Taz?
man, you know what I mean? The
Because you've been poppy for a minute. Yo, I swear to God.
I'm
every
telling you,
morning-
man, I'm just the sazon in the adobo, man. That's it,
I
man.
want to see Cortez do one battle without one Mexican joke. I'm like, them shits just be killing me, bro.
Now to touch on a little more serious topic. I remember when you just said just like a minute ago, when Beasley calls you my favorite Puerto Rican. You're the only Puerto Rican. Can you talk a little bit about the influence as a Latino in battle rap? Like when you started to now, like it's opened the doors. There's a couple more.
Yo, bro, I learned a lot over the time. You know what I mean? Norbes knows when Norbes used to come to Myrtle or Norbes used to come to my hood.
Yeah.
Bro, it'd be 30, 40 Puerto Rican niggas out there wilding. Video shoots. Like, my niggas is crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
we
you know what I'm saying?
we know.
I went to Bushel High too. I'm gonna say that. Say that, my nigga.
From Knickerbocker, Wyckoff.
All that, my nigga.
I'm good. When you think of Myrtle Wap, like I made sure when people thought of Myrtle Wap,
thought
people
of you.
thought of Cortez.
Yeah,
you feel
yeah.
what I'm saying? For me to be able to say that in Brooklyn, bro, like
That means
shit
a
to
lot.
say to me. You know
That's
what I'm
big,
saying?
man.
So with that being said, I kind of didn't know the type of responsibility I had because you just ripping and running.
Yeah.
You know,
And
what
you
I'm saying?
young, too, at the time.
Yeah, I'm just ripping and running. Over time, I kind of learned because I get a lot of hate too. Let's not shy away from it. I get a lot of unnecessary hate. But then I realized we went to Chicago, and I'm battling Young Ill, and I'm like, nigga this, and nigga that, nigga, and they looking at me like I'm crazy.
Crazy.
They looking at me like they're like, yo, who is this? And then I realized I'm battling Hitman, and Hitman keeps calling me Mexican, and I'm like, he knows I'm Puerto Rican. And then when I really sit and talk with Hitman, he's like, what's Puerto Rican?
Yeah,
I think y'all all are Mexican.
outside of New York, that's what they
Outside of
think.
New York, when
That's
you
what they
leave New
think.
York, bro, let me tell you
Anywhere
something.
you go.
When you leave New
York,
York,
yeah,
Mexican,
everywhere you go.
immediately.
everyone really
Right.
thinks you're Mexican.
matter of
Everywhere.
fact,
I thought it was just a joke.
No,
That's
it's
real.
real.
It's
It's real.
real,
Wait a
big.
minute.
no.
Yeah, it's
Niggas
real.
really think I'm Mexican?
You know how
It's
oblivious
real.
these niggas are? So that when Cortez battled Hitman, Calico came out. Calico and Hitman both came out. I forgot. I think it was for that same event. So Hitman like, hey, pick me up, nigga. Take me around the city because he never, really been out here. Because when they did the other
Never
shit, I
been
don't know
out
if he
the country.
came. I'm not sure the luxury, but this is the first time we hung out. So I'm taking these niggas around, bro. Calico and Hitman literally didn't know what his Puerto Rican and Dominican women looked like.
Oh, it'll probably change their
And they
lives
were
coming
going,
out here, man.
I took them to watch the Heights.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
changed their
forget
lives.
about it, man.
They were
Forget about it.
losing their mind, bro. Like when I
Forget
tell you
about it.
losing their mind, bro, we went to a Dominican restaurant. These niggas ain't know what Dominican and Puerto Rican food was,
They
bro.
couldn't believe it.
They thought tacos. Like,
Yeah,
they don't
real
understand
shit.
it's Caribbean and it's Mexican.
Right.
Like, they
Real
don't know
shit,
that.
bro.
Yo,
So,
Dominican
so,
women is fire.
so,
I'm Dominican. So.
Early.
So I start realizing that's why I'm getting a lot of hate. I start reading the comments and stuff, and they're like, "Yo, who does he think he is?" Saying, and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Wait a
it's
minute,
fact.
I have a past." What are you
Yeah.
talking? Pun used to say, "Nigga," like, you understand? So you start realizing, like, damn, son, I have a lot more on my shoulders than I really am bargained for. And it kind of gave me a lot of negative press because a lot of people would just write me off simply because they're sitting there like, who the fuck he think he is? Then when I go to L.A., first time I went to L.A., I battled Disaster. I pull up to the venue, me and JC, and there's nothing but cholos with dickies. With the top button tatted out. Niggas is out there, right? I'm talking about like 70, 80 of them on that line.
Damn, yeah.
And I'm like, yo. Now, mind you, I don't know the cholo culture. I don't know that because I see it on TV too. I see the
Yeah.
Cali
They was all
shit.
going for
But
you,
now
though.
this is my time
Yeah.
to finally see that.
Tattooed
So
bald
when
heads and
when
all
I
that,
hop
everything.
When I hop out the whip, they all crowd around me, asking for autographs, asking for pictures. They're like, yo, this is the only time we ever get to see Cortez back.
All the cholos.
So I'm like sitting here like, yo, this is a whole demographic
They
that
really
I
look
don't
like
even
that,
know.
bro.
Yeah,
You
and
gotta
this
tap
is a
in.
whole demographic that I
crazy.
didn't know about,
facts.
that I was ignorant to.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of it.
It's crazy.
And I'm sitting there like, yo, okay, so for all the people in Chicago, all the people in these other places that don't fuck with me, I have to kind of cater to these people
Absolutely.
too.
To
But
these
I'm not
cholos.
Mexican. So when I used to say and shit, I'm not Mexican. What are y'all talking? They would feel offended because they'd be like, yo, bro, we got pride. Like, you one of us. So then I realized being Latino, I have to represent
Yeah, facts.
Everybody.
everybody. And
So you
it was
Mexican.
really hard for me. It was really hard for me. You gotta realize my name is Cortez too.
Yeah.
That is a
and
big
that could go
Mexican-
either way too. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So I had to really sit there and revamp my whole shit, and it took me a couple years to really realize that. Like even now, like me incorporating the whole South Side by
Yeah.
So
You
kinda
embracing
touch
it
on- now you're
fully.
embracing
like
it.
now like I had to really sit back and be like, yo, I really have to change the game plan and cater to what I have, and it's working.
Yeah.
And it's working.
And it's
Too
crazy
quick-
You've influenced some of the like Jay Murder, Loso. They said like you were the influences.
Yeah. Jay Murder, Jay Murder, I knew for a while, but Loso told me, he was like, yo, bro, when he was in high school or whatever like that, his first mixtape was my XXL mixtape.
Wow.
Like he would study how I rapped to learn how to rap. So I was sitting
That's
there like,
crazy.
that's crazy. He was like, yo, you could use that. I was like, yo, bro, I would never use, like, I feel that's crazy because I feel like Loso was dope. You know what I mean? So that bugged me out. So I was like, yo, bro, like, I've really got more of an influence than what I think, you know? So it's more or less now I take it with pride and I try to make sure that I represent to the fullest, you know what I mean, on all things. And I honestly think now when these guys try to use these Mexican angles and all, it doesn't
Yeah,
work.
yeah,
it's
because I
just all
embrace
that.
it now
Right.
so much. It's
Absolutely.
Like,
And dude,
you gonna tell me?
Like Pat ain't been on the road yet for a game. I remember
road games
yeah,
are hard.
but they're hard. But it opens your eyes to see different shit. Like when I first went to St. Louis, and bro, there's no Puerto Ricans out there, bro. Like,
No.
there's literally
No.
it's black or white
Wow.
and Mexicans. That's it, bro. Like they really don't know about us. It's crazy, bro. Like it's,
When I used to watch his battles, like in the early days, like Blue Collar, perfect example. He battled me against Diablo. Everybody's looking at him like, what is he doing here? And like, you turn up the first and second round, everybody's like, okay, now we respect this guy. Like, if you feel like you have to impose yourself.
I always felt like it was a chip. I always used to tell him, I said, yo, bro, there's a chip on my shoulder because everywhere I would go, I'm the only Spanish dude. I remember my first time in Lions Den, I battled Newborn. This footage had never came out. We was all in a barbershop in Harlem. It's first time I met Mook, first time I met Rex, first time I met Lux. My man Banger tells me, yo, son, I ain't gonna battle Bakor. I know you be in your Fight Club shit. I'm gonna bring you up there. He brings me up there. I don't know nobody. Me and all my niggas from Myrtle come up there. We the only Puerto Rican niggas in that barbershop. It's like 6 of us. They closed the barbershop. We're locked in.
Wow.
We're locked in the barbershop. The gate is closed. You can't see outside. We in the corner. We smoking. We drinking. And when Lux is like, all right, we got Cortez and we got Newborn. And I come there, and Newborn walks.
Yeah.
And then I walk. And Mook, I remember to this day, Mook and Rex was like, oh, we got a poppy here. And I said, yeah, wow, what's up? Like, I was on my
You was already
bullshit.
on that,
yeah,
yeah.
wow, what's up? Wow, what's up?
Yeah.
What happened? Like, niggas like, nah, nigga, you know what I mean? Yo, nigga, kill. Like, Rex is like, just cook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when I started fucking Newborn up, niggas was like, oh, son is real. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, but I had that chip on because I always knew in ciphers, when I went to Fight Club, when I battled Jag from Cassidy's, man, I battled mad niggas. And niggas would just be like, who this little Spanish nigga?
See, to me, it's crazy because growing up in New York, it's like
nah,
Puerto
different.
Ricans are your neighbors like all the time. So I don't look at it any
Nah,
differently. You know what I'm
but-
saying?
but-
For me personally, you know what I mean?
But a lot of, I'm going to keep it a buck with you.
Uh-huh.
A lot of Spanish rappers, especially at that time,
They ain't even come out
it
with
came
it.
across corny. It came across like you're trying on.
Was anybody else with you at the time when you was coming up? It was you.
I mean, I had my team, like my man Billy the Kid, Misfit, but I was still the forefront. Like I had to do that, but wasn't no real Spanish killers. Like
I mean, you know, a lot of them, to be honest, was going to jail.
yeah,
Like True Life. Charlie was locked up.
Yeah.
Like Pun died. Like it was a lot of like.
So like I had a little lane.
Mhm.
Even Mike Beck, like
Yeah, Mike Beck
but
died.
it was the whole thing of I didn't realize that they just like people would look at Spanish niggas as corny because if we try like it's not like we trying to be black, but it's like we sit there with our little accents or whatever.
Yeah.
What the fuck, nigga? You know what I mean? And sometimes it don't come across right on hip hop, on rapping. So they would downplay it. But I don't know Spanish.
Yeah.
I'm a New York Rican. I'm on some shit like
Nigga, I
the
know
fuck
Spanish.
is good,
Yeah.
nigga. Like I'm talking crazy. I'm talking reckless and nigga suck my dick, nigga. Like I'm wilding in battles, and they're looking at me like, who the fuck is this nigga? But it helped me.
Yeah.
It helped
Solidified.
me because I wasn't scared because I was really from the hood. I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah.
from that element. So if I'm in that barbershop, they would think I'd be shook or something around all these morenos.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, what's up?
But let me ask you.
You
so,
know what I mean? And they respected it.
So when you went to Chicago and you had that battle, and the Latinos there were kind of looking
I'm gonna
at
tell you right
like,
now,
yo.
the Latin Kings, right, Latin Kings was there, and then the Vice Lords was there. But the Latin Kings, and Vice Lords, they
They like
click
that,
up.
yeah.
So the Latin King niggas was there. They pulled me to the side. They was like, yo, they not really feeling you, son.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, what's up? Like, you gotta understand.
Ready
I
to
got that
pop.
chip in my
Who
I got
wasn't
all my
feeling you?
jewelry on. Huh?
Who wasn't feeling you?
The Latin King niggas told me like, yo, but son, they was mad black
It's
people in
different
the
out
crowd,
there.
son.
It was crazy.
In Chicago, I ain't gonna lie, Chicago's the one place my head stand up, boy.
Bro,
Chicago
yeah.
not a place to play.
Bro,
You gotta be head on a
Nigga,
swivel
man,
out there.
bro.
Son,
nigga.
everybody is gripped up out there.
Yeah.
Everybody's on that.
My
time.
godfather's
no
from
gun
yo.
laws.
Son,
nigga.
my
Real
godfather's
shit.
from out there. It's
Check-
real
get
out there.
paid.
Bro, check this out.
You on a
Chicago's the
swivel
realest
out
place
there,
I've been.
B.
We walked out the building after the event, right? So I walk out the building, and I'm not gonna name the person that was there. Bro, there was at least 6 dudes that pulled up with the strap. I'm talking about nigga
50,
AK,
60
nigga,
cal.
all this right over his arm, nigga just out,
Damn.
bro. Like, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, hey Smack, man, I think it's time to get the fuck out of here, my nigga. I don't want to take no more pictures with niggas.
I went out there.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Chicago's crazy,
so
bro.
Let me tell you. So the Latin King niggas tell me like, yo, and then the Vice Lord niggas come to approach me.
Mm-hmm.
And the Latin King, they're cool. Like whoever the OG Latin King, they was cool.
That was cool.
They had a truce or whatever. So he's like, yo,
Matter
you know
of-
cause with us.
Mhm.
The Latin King nigga says that. But I got all my jewelry on, my big earrings, my big chain. Like I'm and all my murder. Remember, everybody flew out with me. Rilla, Hood, all my murder niggas, we all shining.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's good? Like I'm feeling away. And the Latin King and the Vice Lord niggas is like, yo, we know you from New York. We just want to educate you.
Right.
And then the nigga sat there and talked to me like on some real shit. Like he's talking to me. He said, yo, you know, sometimes you have to respect where
Gotta respect the land
You gotta
sometimes.
respect where you at. And he was like, we fuck with you.
Yeah.
We huge fans of you. We not tripping on that.
But the natives,
we
they may not get
but
it.
he was like, we giving you game for wherever else you go. We don't know how
That's a
many
fact.
other days you're gonna be out here.
Yeah.
We don't know if you're gonna be out here for 2 or 3 days. You could go to the chicken shack up the block. Bro, watch how you talk. Watch how you do this, bro. We giving you game. And I sat there and Rilla, you know, and my cousin Rilla's a ticking time bomb. And Rilla's like, son, you gotta respect it. And I was like, yo, all right, cool.
That's
you know
real
what I mean?
shit.
And I gave every time I go back out to Chicago now, they link up with me.
Yeah,
you
dope.
feel me? Like they'll make sure I'm good or whatever. But it was just a matter of you learn on the fly, like, damn,
Nah,
son,
it's
like,
crazy.
Did it
it's
make you-
really that crazy.
Did it make you think twice about the word, or how
Well, the
frequently
N-word,
you might use it?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I
Yeah.
felt like especially like, I felt like I used it a lot.
Uh-huh.
And when I watch my interviews from like early my career, I felt like I was a little bit more ignorant. Like I'm always talking, saying, nah, me, nigga. and you know, you want to sound a little bit more educated and give a little bit more
Absolutely.
game. Like right now, I don't think I'm talking
not at all.
like stupid. You know what I mean? And then sometimes you sit there and be like, yo, you don't really want to come across like that. So I've worked on just how my interviews go,
Got you.
You know what?
how I come across, and certain things. I think because you want to be relatable to everybody.
Right.
So you know, that just comes with being in a game a lot longer and learning the tricks of the
Absolutely.
trade.
Well, shifting gears real quick, not to get off of battle rap, but a lot of people got an issue with the Tekashi 6ix9ine dude, going around and it's kind of similar to what you're saying about
ruffling feathers.
Yeah, ruffling a lot of feathers, and we've been around the country a lot. I know this is new to him, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. When you see like Tekashi go out there and talk about, I guess not checking in and disrespecting whoever, whatever, how does that make you feel? Like, in a sense, because we out there, bro.
I look at him. I'm gonna keep it. I look at him like he's a kid, though.
Yeah.
He's a kid that doesn't know any better. I feel like the OGs around him should kind of like
School him.
tell him a little bit like, yo, bro, you be talking kind of crazy. Because, look, when you get in the bag, nobody's going to tell you nothing. When that bag slows down,
Facts.
he has a wife, he has a kid, right? He's going to want to go 10 years from now
Do the
to
things
go
he-
visit Malibu Beach. He's gonna want to go 10
Yeah,
years
just to
from
chill.
now
Yeah,
and
facts.
go to Colorado and show and
Chill
travel,
out.
especially if he's a well-established artist.
Right.
The niggas that are running around, they're not always gonna be with you. You're gonna have to go a couple places
your
by
ground,
yourself
it's a
with your
fact, yeah.
family,
Mhm.
and you're gonna be walking somewhere in a mall, and someone's gonna remember what you said. And this is the biggest thing. He's Tekashi 6ix9ine. Everyone knows how he looks.
He doesn't know how
He
everyone
doesn't know
else
how
looks.
everyone else looks.
Exactly.
So then
fact.
somebody
That's
could
a
be
fact.
walking and be like, yo, son, ain't
And
that
not only that, it's like, yo, somebody could be having a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
And they just like, you know what? Yeah. I'm going to be the one
Bro,
to,
let me
to
tell you
test your
something. Let me
gangster.
tell
You know what I'm saying?
Suge Knight got knocked out.
Yeah. It can happen to anybody.
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 That's
And
Difference
Suge
from
Knight
being
ain't see it
on-
coming.
Anybody.
Pat, obviously you from Brooklyn. You're
Yeah.
probably we all around the same people.
Yeah.
If you from Brooklyn and the people know you, you know the same people. Whatever.
Sometimes niggas just want
Yeah.
to do it. Like, yo, son, that's that
Do
son
it just
right
to
there.
do it.
What
Just
do,
to
you, what,
do
what,
it.
what do you feel like when you see like Tekashi going out there doing what he's doing and shit like that? 'Cause like I said, the reason I'm bringing it to you because you from Brooklyn, so we all know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like even when we had the Mano situation before, when he had his issues, it always came back full circle. Like we were always involved in it, even if we didn't want to because we knew the same people. When you see Tekashi doing it, especially he's around your age bracket.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that make you feel? Like what do you?
Yeah, he a little under, but for me, I'm a nigga that never can't get mad at a nigga that's getting money. You know what I'm saying? Even if I feel you whacking him and you do this, if you getting money, bro, salute to you, my nigga. I ain't gonna hate on you and whatnot. I feel like he, feel me, he getting his money, he's doing his music. Do what you do, you feel me? I ain't nigga that's gonna take a bullet for you. I know what you do, I know who you are.
Do you, man? Do you? Word
Yeah.
up.
Some people learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Some people chill out and be like, yo, you know what? I was wilding. You know what I mean? I say salute to him. I just feel like he doesn't have to, like he's popping now. So he doesn't have to go. He doesn't have to go and fuck with everybody for no reason.
I think he's trying to clear things up now. Now that he's like
He's been chilling a little bit.
he's gotten to a certain bag now, and he's like, you know what? The crib is probably cop. Mom's probably alright. I need to smooth out some of these
Yo,
issues
it's fucked
here.
up
You know what I mean?
because
And lay
6ix9ine
low
is
for a
just
minute.
like me and you, just a rainbow head. So he not like me and you. You know what I'm saying? He's his own type of dude. What he do, my nigga. Do what you do. Make your music. Get your money. Cool, my nigga.
Word.
But now speaking of wilding out, right? Real quick, Drake. So
Switch gears.
recently,
Drake.
comes out with the, he has the issue with Pusha T, and I want both y'all perspectives on the situation. When Drake went, everybody was like, "Oh, he killed him," whatever. When Pusha T dropped his diss track and dropped the picture of the blackface, what was your reaction? Let's go with Pat first. What was your reaction?
Honestly, when niggas was talking about it, I ain't hear not Drake or Pusha shit, bro. I'm chilling in the crib, not knowing what the beef about.
Tune out.
Hold on, how did you miss all of that?
Time, bro. When I tell you, when I tell you I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro.
I hear you.
I need that type of tunnel vision.
I hear you,
I need
bitch.
that type of tunnel vision.
Them niggas not doing nothing for me. Them niggas gonna be Drake and Pusha a month from now, 2 months from now, bro.
But when you seen him with the black face though, when I seen the picture,
I seen that.
I kind of
seen
laughed.
that.
I'm not gonna lie, I laughed because I was like, because I clicked.
When I saw the black face, I sat there and said, "Oh, the gloves is off.
All
Gloves
off.
The
Everything's
gloves
on the
is
table
off."
now.
You know what I
Everything's
mean?
on the
And
table.
I sat there and said, I was telling my man this earlier. I said, Drake is a threat because he's got a strong female fan base. I mean, his female fan base is solidified.
Crazy.
It doesn't matter about the streets. You talk about a nigga that got punched by Diddy. You
Don't
talk about a
matter.
nigga that supposedly
Drake
got
punched
pissed
by
on.
Diddy?
Yeah, a nigga got knocked out by
Slapped,
Diddy.
yeah,
Nobody
something.
cares.
Nobody cares.
Niggas pissed on him.
Nobody
Niggas,
cares.
niggas pissed on him. Remember, niggas pissed on him.
Right.
Niggas pissed
Niggas
on Drake.
pissed on him.
That's
Nobody
facts,
cares.
bro.
Nobody
That's
cares,
Now,
facts.
it's just all facts.
Nobody
cares. You feel what I'm saying? So you sit there and be like, you know, all the bitches look at him like he's a cornball. Like all the bitches he dated, like they downplay him. Like, yeah, he's a cornball.
Pissed on.
He's
You know what I mean?
still smashing.
So my whole thing is, okay, Drake's strength is his integrity and the fact that he has a strong women fan base. What Pusha T did was put all that in question. He said, you have a picture of blackface, boom, I put it out there, right? You got to explain this. There's a lot of black issues that are going on right now, police brutality, all types of shit. And you don't never comment on
He
that.
actually did. Drake actually responded.
No. I know what he
Same
responded
pride,
yesterday,
pride,
but what
same
I'm saying,
pride, yeah.
what I'm saying is, there's a lot of issues going on just within the minority community in general.
He doesn't speak
Police
on it.
brutality, all that. You don't speak on it. Nobody beefs with you about it, right? Pusha T sits there and be like, "Hey, man, I was running with Hillary Clinton on the prison
trying to do
reform,
prison reforms,
and
all that.
all this shit." So he put that into question.
Yeah, and Drake
Like,
is
what
making
is
money
this?
off that black culture, too.
Yeah, and he sits there and be like, "What is this? Why are we giving you a pass?
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Explain it to me." Drake put out the explanation.
Which,
It sounded like bullshit.
yeah.
Because my whole thing is Drake says, what did Drake said? Oh, I was a
He was
struggling
an actor and
actor.
all that, yeah.
He said he was doing
And he
some-
was doing
yeah,
something
for
to
a
bring
clothing line,
awareness for black actors that feel like they're being stereotyped or
Yeah.
whatever.
Actually, I have right here. He
To be
said-
honest with you,
He said, I know everyone is enjoying the circus, but I want to clarify this image in question. This was not from a clothing brand shoot or my music career. This picture is from a 2007 time of my life where I was an actor and I was working on a project that was about young black actors struggling to get roles, being stereotyped and typecast. The photos represented how African Americans were once wrongfully portrayed in entertainment. Me and my best friend at the time, Mason, I don't know what the hell his name is,
who was
is
also Sudan.
was also from Sudan. We're attempting to use our voice to bring awareness to the issues we dealt with all the time as black actors at auditions.
Who said
was-
that, Drake?
This is Drake. This was to highlight and raise our frustrations
Right.
with not always getting a fair chance in the industry and to make a point that the struggle for black actors had not much changed.
The minute he said "at a time in my life," he lost that right there.
Right.
Because
fuck
the whole
that.
thing is like, yo, boy, you copping a plea. First off, you the first one to be low blowing, and
Facts.
you
open the
come
door
at
to it. You open the
niggas,
door
you
to
come
it.
at niggas crazy.
Right.
Facts.
And instead of responding on a record, you gotta respond like this. The reason why you respond like this is because you about to
got
lose
nothing to
mad
say.
endorsements.
Yep.
You
That
could lose
Adidas
mad
deal is
shit.
Now, mind you,
right now.
Now look. So Pusha T says, "I'm gonna put your black card in jeopardy."
On the table, yeah.
And then he says, "Oh, you got a strong female fan base?
I'm gonna put that one.
Well,
in.
do they know about you being a deadbeat dad?"
Mm-hmm.
And now he put the female fan base against him because now a lot of that female fan base is like,
Wait a minute.
who's this child that we never knew about?
Right.
So now he's
And not to mention, he's not
stripping him.
claiming her. He's not claiming her, yeah.
I mean, the bitch is twisted too. Like that's the crazy thing.
Still,
Like, the
there's a lot
bitch
of
is
twisted bitches
she's
out
not
there.
even a hardcore porn star. She's a soft.
Softcore,
She's
yeah.
fucking HBO
Yo, I ain't gonna
at
lie.
1 a.m. when you just see the pubic hair.
She's that
bitch
Skinamax
is
joint.
whack.
Because I did the research. When I saw the
Skinamax.
name, I was like, yeah, let me see what's going on here. Now I was
Nigga, I
like,
put it in the
boo.
Pornhub and there's nothing in there
Boo.
but her twerking. I'm like, oh no,
Can't,
this
it,
can't,
is
man.
can't even rub one to
It's
that.
just
Niggas
oil.
is weirdo, man.
Damn, man.
It's
What the
just
fuck
oil
is
on the
this?
ass, man.
So niggas is
Don't
looking.
act like he ain't yakking off.
Niggas is
man.
looking. Niggas look at it. Niggas look at it and say, yo, but niggas look at it and say, boy, you raw dog in this,
Yo.
like you're a bozo.
Shit happens,
I know how
man.
real niggas that get pussy, niggas that excuse my language, niggas that get pussy, you sitting there like, son, you running up in that? That's what got you.
That's
Get the
crazy,
fuck
man.
out of here.
I ain't gonna front. I seen that bitch. I would have raw dogged it too.
Not if you got as much money as Drake.
Nah, fuck that. Yo,
Not as much money as you got as Drake.
Yo,
Boy, you
yo,
fucking
yo.
Rihanna.
Nah,
you
time out,
fucking
time out,
J Lo,
time out,
and
bro.
you fucking that
But
road.
think about this though. Think
Yo,
about this.
look,
Yeah,
time
J-Lo.
out, time out,
Wait,
bro.
I want to hear this.
Yo.
I want to hear this.
Word do blood. Drake fucked my cousin.
What?
Okay.
Hold on, Pat. Hold on. Let's get into this.
I only said it because you said that. And my cousin ain't shit. Drake wrote those. Dead ass. Dead ass.
Hold on.
My sister. Yo.
Drake fucked your cousin?
Yes, nigga. My sister called me in the room like, yo, Drake in the hotel with my cousin right now. Send me the
Can we see
picture.
her?
All that. No. No, nigga.
I ain't gonna show nobody, nigga.
That's the fuck you want. That's what you do. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
But it shows you that there's a lot of dudes that you get clout, but just because you have clout don't mean you're not a bozo.
Yo, you think...
And
all right,
that's what Pusha T...
Let me
And
ask you a
that's
question. Let me
exactly
Why
the
we got
point
off
that
that
Pusha
Hold
T
on.
is pointing out, that you're still a bozo. You got all that money, you saying you multi, but you're a fucking bozo.
Let me ask you a
And
question.
that's why
He's
Pusha
lame,
T is
bro.
kind of in the lead with this whole situation.
Could a dude ever be getting so much money and so much ass, grade A prime ass, that he's just like, yo, I just want to mess with some regular degular type joint that people ain't even peeping for. Like, you can get so desensitized by beauty that you're just like, I want to fuck with her because she got
yeah.
XYZ going on.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
We do
fine.
that
That's
too.
fine. That's fine. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of time like
Because a lot of them joints is just
I'll tell you right now.
flat tires.
I get crazy. I've gotten crazy.
But
I get
we're
crazy.
gonna need to get your top
Let me tell you
5
something. Let me
strip
tell you
clubs
something.
in
Let
New
me tell
York
you-
City
let me
after
tell you
this, all
something.
right,
Hey,
brother?
Norbes knows my manager
Yeah.
is one of the biggest strip club promoters, starlets,
Top
sugar daddies,
5
all that.
after all this. Give us the
My
top
numbers
5 for
is
cash
crazy.
coming down.
My hit list is crazy. My kill list is
Your bars
crazy.
is up.
Yeah, yeah.
Your bars is up.
So my whole thing is this, right?
I got no comment on that.
Says out here 3-0 enjoy.
Yeah. There's some shit we gotta speak about. You know what I'm saying?
Round 3.
I still want to talk about Pat's cousin that got fucked by Drake.
but
She
what I will
fired.
say is this. What I will say is this.
Not by blood.
A lot of joints even that I knocked off. Sometimes it's like, all right, man, that's just fun, but they might not have no conversation.
Nothing.
You know what I
Keep it
mean? A lot of
moving.
chicks don't have their mind right,
Yeah.
or whatever. So you can get
Or they
yourself
crazy.
So you can get or they crazy, but you can get yourself someone that might not be the baddest chick,
Right.
but there's a lot of other stuff she has to offer
But-
quality wise, and that's fine.
But you
But
know,
at Drake, the problem is he not claiming her.
Yeah.
He's not
embarrassed.
claiming her. He's embarrassed. She's honestly embarrassed. They cleaned up her image. She's got a catering page or some shit now.
oh, that's hilarious.
Like they trying to just change her whole thing.
whole
so
thing.
you could tell that the cleanup
They're
crew
playing
came
cleanup,
and said,
yeah.
Yeah, he
But you-
fucked
They
me,
ran
bro.
her through the
She
car
got pregnant,
wash.
had a baby. That's
They
what
ran her
happened.
through the car wash. You know what I mean?
But
They
listen,
ran through. They
you know-
put
you
the
know what's
armor
crazy?
roll on her. They ran her through the car wash. They try to make sure she's
Inside,
squeaky
outside,
clean.
get the
Yeah.
shampoo
But
on the
you know
rugs
what?
and all that.
Drake he looks like the type of dude, and I'm just saying from what I've seen him from beginning to that, he wasn't, and it happens in battle rap. A lot of dudes in battle rap wasn't getting pussy
Getting
like that.
joints.
All of a sudden, you getting pussy thrown at you, and these
Nigga.
niggas don't know how to act. And I think that's Drake. My nigga, like, I know a few bitches, DMs that he be in or whatever. Like, we all kind of know.
Nah, he gets
certain
crazy.
things. Yeah, he
Yo,
gets-
Norbes, just
and
to
pick
clear
and
the
lose.
air or not, did I not pull up with pussy?
Oh,
Did I not pull up with pussy?
Yo, so we got to talk
me-
about
we gotta
this.
talk about that,
All right,
too.
yo.
I
So,
threw it in my contract.
so
Powder Pack get to pull up with
All right.
5 bitches free.
So-
Did I not?
I'm not gonna front. He's the first battle rap I ever seen pull up with 14 joints.
That's lit.
yeah.
I'm not
Cortez like,
not
all right.
gonna bullshit.
Gangster.
All right,
I'm
so-
not lying.
So this story is getting this story is kind of becoming like when Jerry had the Bentley and everyone was like, "Yo, son, pull up in the Bentley."
Yeah.
Now the new story is, "Yo, son, pull up with 16 broads."
Yeah, my
Break
wife was
this
right
down
there.
for us, my brother. Well, the 16 joints is kind of crazy to pull up to at a battle event on Malcolm X Boulevard.
He had Beasley
What was
like-
the science behind that?
Beasley, hold on. Before he said, Beasley was like, Norbes, why there's so many women in here? I'm like, nigga, they came with Pat, nigga. My wife did the door, so I'm just chilling. Gangster. I'll be hosting.
Gangster. That's all I need.
All right. But break it down for us, Pat.
She taking the only 16, Pat. The other 3 gotta pay.
So,
Bro,
The other 4 gotta pay.
No, fuck that. Yeah. The rest
So these
of the
are
way,
all-
I threw that, but look, Norbes, did I not throw in my
The contract, I
contract?
swear to God.
Yo, them niggas threw me the PG contract, regular contract. I said, no, nigga, I need 5 bitches in my contract.
Every
It took
event.
like a week to sign the contract. Nigga said, fuck it, Pat, you get 5 bitches.
5 bitches.
There you
Yes,
go.
yo.
Fuck it.
So these are all like.
Thank you, because I'm adding that
Pull all
clause.
Big facts,
Bro,
big facts.
I
man.
told these niggas that story, they were like, you lying. I'm like, bro, look at the footage. All the girls are standing right behind Pat.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You can't see
crazy.
none of the girls in the footage.
Cause my niggas
I
was
was
covering.
tight, man. I was
I had
tight,
2
son.
niggas. They covering all 15 bitches.
I'm like,
2
yo,
niggas.
why ain't
That's
the camera showing us what's going on back here? My man came through 6. I don't want to see Tall and Troy Martin and the rest of these
I was-
cats.
right.
I
And
just fuck
newborns.
with the
Show
fact
me
that
some
them
of the
bitches
joints,
believe
man.
in me. You feel me? Them bitches believe in me. They give me my hope.
That says a lot, man, to even come in with all that. Because,
But the- yeah.
if you coming in with already a following and like,
base, yeah,
and you
yeah.
true to yourself, that shit shows.
But that-
like
but-
it transcends through the
But
screen. You know what I
the
mean?
reason I brought that up was because when dudes are around women their whole life of, getting ass or whatever for the majority of their life, when ass start getting thrown at them at a rapid pace, I'm trying not to look this way. I'm not gonna lie. You know how to kind of control yourself. Like, I ain't gonna front. Before I got married, I was a dirtbag. But you know what I mean? Like, shit happened. But never. Drake he's funny, man. I
He's
watch his
crazy.
shit.
He
You're a
gets
freak
crazy.
boy,
It's
man.
nasty.
I know a lot of joints that was
nasty.
like,
It's
yo,
nasty.
this nigga really like is in my DM. I'm like, that's right. Oh my
He
god,
a
this
freak
nigga.
boy, man.
Like thirsty. I put
That's
like
crazy,
that, thirsty.
man.
I'm not gonna say the girl's name. So we're going to we're shooting UF. Is it UFF? Well, no, we're shooting 106 in Park.
And then
I'm not gonna
Where
say
we
the girl's
going?
name.
Where we going, man? Where we going?
We're going to shoot
and the
106
thirst.
in Park.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I'm sitting
going.
like,
So
really?
I'm walking and shit, and she's there. And bro, like, when somebody wants to tell you something,
Yeah.
so they keep bringing something up, so you can then be like, oh, so what happened? So the person brought it up, and they're like, yeah, yo, so I was with Drake last night, and I fucked him. So I'm
My
like,
cousin?
I hope not. So I'm like, oh, word, that's I don't give a fuck. Fuck Drake. So I'm like, oh, that's what's up. And she was like, yo, the crazy shit is that nigga didn't want to put on the condom. I made him put on a condom. So I start dying laughing in the middle of the street. And I was like, bitches, you retarded. This was your come up. You should have got pregnant from this nigga, bro. Dead. And just to show you, like, my nigga, why you just
Had to tap into the
wilding
Dominican
like that,
right
bro?
there. You feel me?
Wilding, bro.
You gotta tap
Yo,
into
he
it.
a wild boy,
I'm
man.
telling you, I was like,
I'll tell you like this, man. If I got tens of millions, if my Johnson is worth tens of millions of dollars, I'm protecting that joint, B.
That's a
I'm
fact.
protecting that joint,
Magic
B.
became a billionaire after.
Oh, come,
Magic
he
became a
ain't got shit.
billionaire
yeah, he
after.
protected it after.
But you know-
what
He
I'm
made
saying?
a lot more money after HIV than he did
Yo,
before.
listen,
HIV.
man.
everybody
just saying.
I'll stay in my
We
bracket.
get HIV and come on.
What you promoting here?
I'm just saying, whatever he's thinking, you know what I mean? But I
you know
look
what?
at shit.
I'm
I look
just
at
saying,
shit
that's
a whole
crazy,
different. I
man.
got a kid. I got certain.
everybody-
I can't be a bozo.
But peep this though. It's like,
Hold
yo,
on.
not even a kid or this or that. It's like, yo, if you get herpes from one of these random joints, that
Herpes
joint ain't going away, B.
Herpes don't
That
kill
shit
you
ain't
though,
worth.
bro.
Yo, it's not worth it, my dude.
As long
You know what I'm
as,
saying? Fuck
it's a
that shit.
penicillin shot, you good. my
Nah,
nigga.
you ain't good, my
You ain't
brother.
good with
You
that.
ain't good
You
with
ain't
that,
good
B.
with that.
But
You ain't good with
I
that.
always sit there and look at myself. Yo, let me tell you something, man. I turned down, like, I even got offered Love and Hip Hop like
Yeah.
twice, right?
Yeah.
And
Why
I
you
turned
turned
it
it
down.
down?
And I turned it down, right? I'm gonna tell you why I turned it down. My son, my son is 14 now. My son was 12 at the
yeah.
time, right? Bro, I'm not gonna go on TV and have somebody throw a drink in my face or somebody violate me, knowing how I really am, even though it's all scripted, right? For niggas to go and clown my son the next day in school. Cause then I'm gonna tell my son, you ain't pop on that nigga. Like, you feel me? Like I don't want my son looking at me like, yo, my dad is a bozo. I'm not gonna be Peter Guns. You feel what I'm
So
saying?
niggas scripted throwing and drinking.
A lot of shit. A lot of shit is scripted. A lot of shit is
Nah,
scripted. They'll sit
I
there.
know
They'll
it's
set up
all
the scenario.
scripted.
They'll set up the scenario. They'll sit
I
there and be
know
like
that.
this. They'll be like
I know
Powder
that,
Pat.
bro.
They'll be like this Gunpowda Patt, right? And they'll say they'll know your wifey, right? And then let's say on the show you fucking with a bitch. they'll tell you, yeah, we're gonna set you up with a date with this chick, and you won't know that your wifey's on the way.
walking right
so
through
when
the
your
door.
wifey walks in, she's like, "Who the fuck is it?" And then they'll throw you in there and just have the cameras on,
And just
Action.
watch him
Oh,
react.
wow.
Yeah.
and shit'll pop off.
Yeah.
You
But-
won't know,
Do
but
that,
it's
yo,
still
I
scripted.
was-
They'll be
Like they'll
I'll
just
get
dead ass walk
arrested,
through the
my
door, and
nigga.
you just gotta react from that point.
So you get what I'm saying? So certain shit like that, I was sitting there like, nah, y'all not gonna do that to me because I can't. So my thing is I have some type of integrity.
Absolutely.
Drake don't have no kids.
Yeah.
He not thinking like, well, now he does, but
Yeah. Allegedly, right?
but my whole thing was, I think about certain things like that before.
Yeah.
If I could
Yo.
keep my foot in and out, and
In
I
and
could
out,
just
yeah.
be a fly nigga on the show here and there, and
Here
fuck a
and
bitch
there,
and keep
do
it
what you
moving,
need to do, yeah.
fine. But you know what I mean? Like even at the time, I was dating a certain female
Yeah.
for like 9 years. That was my wifey, Jen. And at the same time, when I was dating her, when I
more than wifey.
nah, but we not even together no more. But at the time, she was going for like her bachelor's and her master's in psychology.
Yeah.
But bro, you know how many joints, how many skeletons I had in the closet, how many bartender chicks
That
at
would
the
have
time.
gone crazy.
So at the time, I'm sitting there like, I will not only embarrass her, I'll embarrass her family. I'll embarrass her moms.
Let's give it
my
up. Cortez
moms.
is a good man, man. Thoughtful man. Thoughtful man.
I learned from. I was like, yo, I can't.
real talk,
I can't
though.
accept this because all these shit's gonna come back, and I'm gonna fuck her whole shit up
And-
and
She's
drag
gonna
her
look
into
crazy.
this.
But
in
you
it.
know what it is?
Am I gonna do that for a cup? Nah, I'll
No,
take
no
the
more.
L.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. A lot of people wouldn't do that. You know what I mean. And I think
not
that's the
allowed to.
fucked up
That's
with the
respectable.
climate now. Like people's integrity. People will just sit there and be like, yo, fuck your son for a check. And when you sell yourself
Hell no,
short
it's not
for
even
a
a good
check,
check.
my
It ain't not
nigga,
worth it.
and it's not worth
You,
it.
you know what's crazy? A lot of people say certain things when they're not in that position, but when the shit starts getting thrown at you like that, like Drake is Drake. You know what I'm saying? He just got no self control.
He was gonna be that either way. Like whether
When you
he's
got
in
that
Canada,
kind of money
he's
though,
gonna
he
be
just
there.
sitting there like, I don't give a fuck.
Bro, like
cares?
I got a lot of friends that are
Tristan
athletes.
Thompson,
Yeah,
my
Tristan
son getting crazy out here.
Yeah, like, I got a lot of friends that are
That's your
athletes,
bro?
and they'll tell you chicks just
You got a lot of friends that are athletes, and they tell you what?
and basically, bro, they'll tell you like chicks just show up. Bro, I done been with my man just chilling, just pull up.
Sometimes it's not
crazy.
even warranted. Yo, I've been around certain football players, and they don't even. They'll sit there and be like,
I'm just tired.
I'm like, yo, who's that? They'll be like, bro, like
tired.
Bro, imagine if you was like
Sit there and be like,
Odell
yo.
Beckham. Imagine, my nigga. You know what that nigga's DMs look like? Imagine what Drake's DMs look like. It's crazy, bro. Like, but
The
at
thing
same
about
time,
Drake though that
I
fucks
have
it up is
AIDS
that
by now.
Odell Beckham, I know Odell, you know
Yeah.
Odell. Chicks jump in his DM.
yeah,
He's not jumping in their DM.
Oh,
Drake
God.
is jumping in the DMs though.
He's the one.
That's his problem.
He's the one
He's not
diving
just
in head
being
first.
cool
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
being like, all right,
It's like, yo,
whatever
what's
comes
up,
my way.
baby?
No,
Yeah.
he's on some shit like, yo,
Yeah.
it's good. Like, damn.
Hey,
Huh?
This
it's
creep
like
factor is
it's like
high.
Tiger. It's like Tiger Woods when he got back. He's like, hey,
Right.
hey, it's me, Tiger. Nigga, like we retarded.
Oh, man.
You can't be Tiger Woods and Drake and be discreet, man.
Word.
It just don't happen.
Word.
Once you get to a certain level, my nigga,
You know who I respect?
fuck it.
You know who I respect? Derek
Who?
Jeter.
Oh yeah, he's the
Wow.
man.
Let me tell you something.
the
Do you understand what his hit list is?
Yeah,
Really look about it. You ever see the meme where they had his chicks on all the bases? And they had like Mariah Carey at home. They had Jessica Biel at first.
Yeah.
And you
Crazy.
see his all-star roster, all
Yeah.
that,
Crazy.
right? And mind you, Derek Jeter broke up with these females, dated, never had no issues.
Yep.
Not one female ever talked crazy about him.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Kids.
one. Huh?
Kids.
No kids. Right? And now after he retired, he met that chick that she was like a little model or something like that.
Whatever
but
she was, yeah.
she's a bad joint. She's still discreet. He had a baby when he married her, right?
Yeah.
And they asked him, they was like, yo, like, how did you finesse that, especially in a social media era? And they said that whoever he dated, when you would go to his house,
Facts.
his butler has a bag.
That little breakup gift.
No. When you go to Derek Jeter's house, you have to
phone
put
away.
your
Oh,
phone
yeah,
in there.
yeah.
All your stuff is in the
Yeah,
bag,
yeah.
and it's locked away,
Yeah.
right, in a little locker or whatever, right? He makes you sign a non-disclosure agreement about, yo, look, if we're
NDA.
gonna date, we keep it as speculation. We could be out, we could be dinner, we could be out at a game, whatever, but we're never gonna confirm it. I just choose to be private. And he said, and if we break up, you know what I mean, or we just part ways, we'd be mutual. It would be mutually, and we'd be respectfully, and da da da.
Strategic.
And he had it like that. Every female he broke up
one.
with, he did have a parting gift though.
He had
They
protocol,
all
man.
said
He
that.
had protocol.
They might got a nice little ring, or they might got a nice little basket,
Word.
or whatever. But it was on some shit like, yo, look, we good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm Derek
Smart.
Jeter.
That nigga
I'm the
love the
greatest
business.
Yankee
Genius.
of all
Like,
time.
that's
You know
genius.
business.
It's
what I'm
genius.
saying?
But
And
that's how
bro,
you handle shit.
Right.
And
smooth, man.
and all his joints was A-list. It was never a B-list celebrity. It was not like all his shit was like his shit is crazy, son. You have to respect that. And he never disrespected anybody. He never talked bad, and no one ever talked bad about him.
Right.
You sit there and be like, all right, if you're gonna be a bachelor,
Can't even say. Can't
that
even
boy
talk.
is really Bruce Wayne.
He did it.
He's
Facts.
the Bruce Wayne in real, like he's really Bruce Wayne. He's the ultimate
So if
Batman.
he's Bruce Wayne, who's Drake?
Drake.
Drake is Drake.
Drake and Wayne.
Now, Cord.
crazy.
We know your manager's one of the most highly touted.
Oh, this nigga trying to go to strip club tonight.
Yeah, listen. If I'm a rapper flying in from out of town or a homie flying in from out of town, and I want to hit top 5 strip clubs in New York,
Oh shit.
where am I going to?
Sugar daddies.
Justice for lust. Justice for lust.
Lust is
daddy.
closed now. Aces is closed now. It's a little nasty.
Hold on. Why you bopping over there?
She knows.
I used to attend strip clubs before. Basically, that's where I met Norbes.
Hold on. Cortez was there. Cortez, yeah.
Oh,
We both got booked to be at the spot. We was both there getting money. We was both getting some chicken that night, my nigga. That's exactly what it was doing.
Sugar Daddy's is my spot right now.
Sugar daddy.
Never
Like,
been.
that's-
Tell us about it, please.
Sugar
In
Daddy's is
detail.
just,
What makes sugar daddies one of the top spots to
I mean,
go
the
to?
shit is in the name.
First off,
Sugar Daddy.
What's your favorite strip club, my nigga?
nah.
Yo, honestly, bro, I ain't never been to a strip club, bro.
What?
I with bitches all the time, though. Fuck
I hear you.
Nah,
I don't spend money on it.
Nah, you don't gotta spend
You
money.
don't have to.
Let me
It's
tell
the
you
vibe,
something,
man. It's a little different, man.
Oh, the school,
Let
the
me.
school.
Yo, guys.
Now, hold on.
Hold on. Talk to him. Talk to him.
School
When
of
this
youngins.
comes
School
out-
of
When this
youngins.
comes out on the net, the name I'm about to mention, just mute it.
Okay,
All
all right.
right. But there's a guy that's associated with URL named
That's my nigga right there.
Harry, right?
He's the man.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Straight
You
up.
probably met Harry and don't even know you met Harry. He's associated with URL, right? Harry's family owns Sugar Daddies.
We lit all day in there.
Harry's family also owns 3 other strip clubs in New York City that we don't know. These are people that are behind the scenes that help push the culture. These are all now. My manager, like I said, is one of the promoters there.
Right.
So when it all came full circle, and I go to Sugar Daddies, it is the
Red
ultimate
carpet.
red carpet. Because it's like, all right, Cole, we'll give you a couple whatever
Yeah.
but, to come and host. But at the same time, bro, even if I just go there on a humble right now, it's going to be the red
already
carpet,
lit,
whether I'm
yeah.
getting paid or not. So I know all the chicks because my manager knows all of them. They see me on his Instagram all the time. My records get played in the strip club. I can honestly say I'm probably the only battle rapper that his music has been being played in the strip club
Yeah.
about 5 years. For maybe like for the last 5 years, my
Talk
music
about
has
it.
been
Talk
constantly
about it.
being played in the strip club. Even only other person I seen get anywhere close to as many walkthroughs, paid walkthroughs in a strip club is probably Mook. And that's only when Mook is like doing something important. He'll do his little press run and he'll get some walkthroughs. But besides that, I can honestly get a walkthrough anytime I want in a strip club. And everybody will tell you that. Norbes will tell you that. Everybody will be like, yo, one thing I say, Cole get money in the club.
Yeah, that's how.
Nice.
When I met my wife, he was there.
So when it
both
comes to
had
sugar
walkthroughs.
daddies, my manager's real picky. He don't want the overly voluptuous joints. No, he want the nice joints. Even if their body's done, is petite, and all the girls got good personalities. So when I
Really?
go there,
Tell us, please.
yeah. So when I go there,
the
it's
personality.
so when I go there, it's all like, yo, what up, Cole? Yo, what you drinking? Da da da. It's a cool vibe. Me and Smack host this sugar daddies
Smack
like
lives
last
in the
month.
fucking. Smack lives in the strip club. Smack.
Yo, no,
Smack-
you know it's crazy. You know, I pulled up with 9 bitches. 2 of them were strippers. Like, talk to me.
Listen, you got.
I be with them when they not stripping.
Smack's gonna be calling you.
And that's when they really stripping.
Listen,
Nah,
I went
fire.
to I went to a strip club with Smack. Smack loves strip clubs. Like he's fucking my nigga. It was the worst strip club I've ever seen.
What's about?
Where were y'all at?
This was in Tampa.
Flags having fun.
I felt like I was at the Queen of the Ring, bro. That's how bad it was. That's how bad
that's
it was.
nasty.
It
Probably
was
some
That is
off-brand
nasty,
joints.
bro.
terrible.
And that's my thing though. I don't like to go to certain strip clubs where like the joints is whack. If the joints is whack, like I give y'all a funny story. In March I battled in a small league in Seattle. So I had never been to Seattle before. So me and Saint said, my manager. So he's like, so my manager, he's always like this. He's like, yo, when we go out of town, I gotta see what the strip clubs are like out
Just
of
to
town.
compare, yeah.
And also, if there's ever like a real bad stripper, he'll tell her, yo, I could get you to work a weekend in New York
whatever,
and come
yeah.
get some bread. Like,
Right.
you know, it's money involved in that.
Yeah.
So we went to the strip club. Yo, bro. Oh my gosh. Yo, son.
What happened? What happened?
Let
When
me
I
know.
say these bitches was hit,
Damn.
yo, bro, we went in there. Shorty had the bullet wound in her thigh with the scar, and she's over there dancing. And then, like, I'm looking and I'm like, yo, she's not even that crazy. Then the other chick comes out and she got a gut, and she's like, got gut like me. She got a gut like me, and she's over there dancing. And then she comes over, and then she comes over to my manager. She's like, "You want to dance? A private dance?" And
Actually,
he's like,
you want to go to the
and he's
room,
like,
right?
he's like this. No. He just no. He just said no. Like,
Yo, when you was driving through New Mexico and you couldn't find nothing, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember also. Did you guys find a spot through there, or did you just make it all the way through?
bro, it was nothing out there, bro.
That's
It
crazy,
was nothing in New
man.
Mexico.
That's crazy.
I was super salty.
Yeah.
There was no casino. They said there were strip clubs and casinos.
Yeah.
So when I did the show out there, it was New Hobbs, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm being honest
New
with you.
Hobbs, New Mexico.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
Now, when you get to New Hobbs, New Mexico, you ever see like in the commercials when people are driving through the desert and it's just like one barn,
Yeah.
a bar, and it's like nothing else but desert.
Right.
It's like one bar with the sign
That's where
hanging.
you was at?
That's where I perform.
Wow.
So I'm like, what the fuck? When
What
I
was the
walked
crowd
in,
like up in there?
It was packed.
Word?
That was the only thing in that town.
White people, black people, Latin people,
Mexicans,
Mexican-
Spanish,
And it was
black,
lit in
all
there.
that.
They were lit
No,
in there.
it was lit, but
Yeah.
but the whole thing was that was the only thing. But I'm gonna tell you, right? It's lit,
Yeah.
but it's just the town people. So
Ah,
it don't matter
all the
if
townies.
it don't matter. You could go there and say, oh, they'll say, oh, Norbes, and they don't know who Norbes is, but everyone's gonna go there because it's the only thing in the
Right,
town.
right.
We're going
These
to
are
New
real.
Mexico.
They gonna
small-
go anyway.
These
It's
are
not
small
a,
towns.
Yeah.
They're going there to drink anyway. You know what I mean? It's like the
You
only
just the
place.
bonus.
So when we go in, we perform or whatever. So, you know, a couple joints is over there trying to get my attention. And this chick. Yo, son.
Yo, the way he said that,
So my man, right? So my man know me. My man know me, and he know I'm lit.
Yeah.
I'm lit, son, because I'm like, yo, son, this shit is so crazy. I'm drinking Henny the whole night. I'm lit.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, son, I'm about to tell these 2 chicks to come in the VIP, and I'm like, all right, whatever, nigga, like whatever, like, I'm lit.
Bitch.
So then the chick comes in.
Wow.
Sure, they got a little fatty.
Yeah.
So I'm peeping it. Everything looks better when you lit. And I'm like, but you know, I'm not stressing nothing like that. I got shorty at home, so I'm not even stressing. But I'm like, oh, all right, this is one chick in this whole fucking shit that look all right.
Yeah.
And then she smiles and she goes,
And that shit was
and
pretty.
when she smiles,
She had
my
the meth
nigga,
head teeth?
Nigga, she had a nigga. What? Nigga, her shit was crazy. Her teeth. Her shit was like, nigga, her shit was
That was
all like-
God.
I was gone.
son. So I'm like this. We had
Lord.
1942. We had 1942.
Yeah.
Like we popping
Fancy
expensive
shit.
liquor.
Yeah.
So I'm like this. I'm like, yo, you want a drink? So she's like, yeah. So I poured a drink, and I'm like, here, cheers. And she's
He
like,
smiled at you.
and when I was like,
When
was like,
you're
whoa.
smiling, when you're smiling.
I said, I looked at my man. My man is crying in the corner because he already saw her jibs. So he already knew her shit was twisted. So he's crying in the corner, and they all laughing at me. And I'm like, yo, son, why y'all niggas even made me give her a cut? My nigga, like, y'all niggas know, like, yo, crazy, son. Crazy, son.
Remind me of one time, son. I was in.
Yo, bro, where that word started from, Jibs? There's no lie. I think it started from my hood, but I want to know. where.
Jibs, nah, Jibs is some
Jibs
old.
is old,
Jibs
man.
is old, bro. Just before
Yeah,
any
Jibs
one of us
looking
came
crazy.
through, man. Jibs is
So
some
sugar
old
daddies.
regular shit.
When's the best time to go to sugar daddies? We need to know.
Sundays.
Sunday.
Sundays.
So-
Sundays.
Hey, I'm gonna take you to one of the baby.
Y'all all got my, y'all tell me, yo,
I
son.
just
we
go
pulling
Hattie.
up, we pulling
Hattie.
up.
Oh,
Oh,
We
go
gonna
nice.
have-
Yeah, go nice. Yeah.
We're gonna exchange contacts, infos, all that.
yeah,
You
we
know what I'm
pull
saying?
up.
And
I got a
Sugar daddy.
FaceTime before I get in there, though. I got a FaceTime when I walk in.
Norbes might not make it out.
I'm not gonna lie.
so sugar daddies.
Nah, but you know what? I like sugar because the girls. I mean, no. Let me not say this. If you look like you got bread, they gonna be thirsty. That's every strip club.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, most of the bartender chicks and all that, they not thirsty.
Chilling
You just
on,
chill.
yeah.
You can pop your bottle.
Do you keep it moving?
You can have your drinks. You could chill and
Pat's
and
on the way
everything
there
is cool.
tonight.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
So that shit is cool to me.
Next week.
Besides that, Starlets is always a mainstay.
Yeah.
But Starlets is always just so packed up. To me, I feel like
It's too commercial, man.
I'm not going to Starlets unless I'm trying to blow a bag, and I ain't really trying to blow a bag unless I'm getting paid.
Right, right.
Like if you're gonna give me $1,500, $2,000 to go to the club,
Yeah.
I'll throw $750.
Right.
I'll throw something because I
This nigga's bugging. Fuck is you
Sometimes the strip clubs will tell you that though. Sometimes
Yeah, you gotta throw
the strip
a
clubs
smell
will
back,
be
yeah.
like, yo,
I'm-
nigga, we gonna give you
I'ma tell
$2,000.
you-
Throw some
But
back.
you gotta
I'ma
throw a
tell you
$1,000.
some
You
love,
gotta
yeah.
throw
I'm
some-
gonna tell you
tell
a
me?
strip club story.
Yeah.
I wonder if Cortez remembers this.
Where at?
That shit
Tell me where.
funny.
Philadelphia,
He laughing.
Oh, with King Gilly.
With Gilly. So we get out there, right? We get out
In
there.
Philly?
Bro,
Yeah.
that nigga really is
man.
the king of
Nah,
Philly,
he really
bro.
is
Like,
the
it's
he
gangsta.
that man.
Salute
They have
Gilly,
monster
man.
trucks
Salute
and all
Gilly.
that.
Fuck
So
with
I'm
Gilly.
They
like-
have
I'm like-
monster trucks.
Bro,
EA all
So I'm out
day.
there, and I'm like, yo, bro, you know, I had known Gilly before them, so I was like, yo, Gilly
I
gonna
know.
come out get us. So we get out there. So we waiting outside. I'm like, yo, bro, he's coming. So Master in the car, like, yo, this nigga coming to what? I'm like, bro, I got you. The nigga comes out. He's like, yo, we good. Let's get in.
It's my New York niggas.
My New York nigga.
Mind you, we in basketball shorts.
Yo,
Quincy. We
crazy.
was not dressed to go to the club.
Wasn't dressed for the
Norbes
occasion.
is just like, come with us to Philly.
Yeah.
Nigga, I was, Norbes came to my, nigga, I really had basketball shorts and a
Facts.
white tee on.
Facts.
And I had some
Crazy.
fire kid, but I'm like, yo, bro, we going to the strip club? Like,
Facts.
Yeah.
he's like, yo, it's Gilly's birthday.
Facts. So we all chilling with Gil. He's showing us mad love. Nigga, we get wild love in the club, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So Gil was, I don't know if you remember, said Gil's like, yo, here, Norbes. He passed me like $2,000. So I'm like, all right, what you want me to do? He's like, I said, throw what? Nigga, I'm like, nigga, he really gave me. And I was like,
We didn't know the culture yet.
I
yeah.
ain't want to throw this shit, bro. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, I'm about
You
to
sitting there
pocket
like
this
shit,
bro.
I'm about to pocket that.
I'm sitting there, and this nigga
Hell
just
no,
throwing
you
Came
can't
in here
do
with
that,
200. You
I'm
gave me
sitting, I'm
2,000.
like,
You can't do that, man. You can't do that,
That's the
man.
gas money on
I'm
the way
like,
back.
gas money, this is all
Rent money, B.
The toll, everything.
Bro, I'm sitting there, and I just
All
remember,
that.
I know you got twisted. I don't know if you remember this shit. Remember Charlie Baltimore?
Charlie
What
Baltimore
happened?
came in, niggas was on her helmet.
This nigga called
Chuck
was
B.
on.
Moore is bad.
I was
yo.
on her, son. I was
She's
lit.
bad.
Cole
man.
was
She's
on
bad.
Charlie Baltimore, bro. So we sitting there, and we just waiting to see if he gonna bag it, bro. So that whole night was fucking crazy.
And we
man.
went to the studio after and still did the
facts.
record. We was all
That's
fucked up.
crazy.
It
But
was
yo,
crazy.
the funny thing, a funny one in Dallas, like Dallas is like my second home.
Mhm.
So shout out to my high roller dudes. They always take care of me out there. So I remember one night, Terrence McGee used to play for the Buffalo Bills.
Cornerback.
He's a huge battle rap
fan.
fan. That's my bro.
Word?
Like
Yeah.
that's my bro. So he hits me. He's like, "Yo, you in Dallas?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna come get you." He pulls up in some
Crazy.
foreign shit.
Yeah.
We go to the strip club, right? We go to the strip club. He tells me, he's like, "Yo, my shorty." Once he said my shorty, I knew something was up.
Oh, man.
He's like, "Yo, my shorty be on me."
Mm.
So, you know, I know there's a lot of cameras in here, so I don't want to walk to the ATM.
Mm.
So here's my debit card, and here's my PIN.
Mm.
He's like, pull out 5,000. I'm like, you can't pull out 5,000.
He just
And
do
the
it
thing,
over, do it
he
over,
said-
do it over.
He says, every 20 minutes,
Yeah.
pull out another 5. So I'm like, I go in there, do 5. Come back, 5. Come back, 5.
Every 20 minutes.
That's at least 3 hours.
Right now, but
Damn.
the thing was, every 20 minutes, that money was gone.
Damn.
So I'm sitting there like that, and I got my cousin with me.
Yeah.
Mind you, my cousin is from Austin,
Mhm.
and my cousin was homeless. Like, he was fucked up. So he came to visit me to chill because I was in Dallas. Like,
You over there with this nigga car
my cousin was really like, he was
pulling
going
out
through some
5.
real
Yeah,
rough times.
yeah.
His girl broke up. So he went from sleeping in a car the night before
To just watch it. to get-
so Terrence is like, yo, I'm gonna make sure your cousin has a good time. Make sure you have a good
Yeah.
time. So I come when I give him the 5, he gives my cousin the 5. And my cousin's like his head's about to explode. Nigga, like he don't know how to act.
Yeah.
So they said we in there, and then I turn around and my cousin's on the stage going wild, Brad. And Chance McGee just sitting there like, yeah.
Oh,
Got
man.
that nigga lit. So we partying and shit like that. So then, you know, we all just turned up in there. And then next thing you know, we look
Uh-huh.
and he's like, yo, that Shotgun Suge walking in the club?
What?
And I'm like,
Random.
yo.
Shout
I
out my
roll the
son
niggas in there. Yo, I'm
Suge.
talking about we are making a movie in
Yeah.
there. So I'm looking. Now this was right after South by Southwest. That's what it was. So Suge had missed his flight in Austin. He had to fly. He had to drive to Dallas and fly out of Dallas.
Got you.
So they had to spend the night. So he came into the club too.
Lit.
It's called so so I'm in there. I'm wilding. Suge walks in. Suge is like,
What the fuck? Bobby?
Cortez? And me and my cousin like, so wild, bruh. We lit. Niggas is like, yo, Suge. Niggas start wilding in it, son. Yo, my nigga. Yo, son, I'm touring so crazy. And everyone, and Sugar's looking at me like, what are you doing here? I'm like, yo, bro, don't ask no questions, nigga. Just take this.
Throw that shit.
Throw
Just
money,
throw that
nigga.
shit.
Throw money,
End of
nigga.
the night. End of the night. Remember, clubs close like at 2:00 in Dallas. They don't
Parking
close at
lot
4.
pimping after
So
that.
I'm
you
lit
still
now. I'm
turned
like,
up.
what's up? What we doing? Like, nigga, it's not 4. So, nigga, I just see like a whole 1,500 still on the table.
Meet me at the bodega. Meet me at the bodega.
Nigga, what was he gonna do with it?
Fuck it, man.
What was he gonna do with
Bruh,
it?
he ain't missing it.
Yo.
They ain't missing it.
Yo. So I
Oh,
fall asleep in his car. He drives us home. He don't care. That's my man. Like I even told him after, like, bro, you know I took this fit. I had to keep it real.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was, I'm drunk. Nigga takes me to go get something to eat. Like he buys us all mad McDonald's,
Yeah.
and then he drops us off at the crib. He's like, cool. I'm like, yo, Terrence, yo, let me know you got home safe. Then he's like, all right. So the next morning, I fall asleep. I'm sprawled out.
Yeah.
I'm all fucked up. I wake up. Bro, I have so many singles on me.
Fallen soldiers.
Out singles all over the place. So all my high roll niggas is like, you fucking dirtbag. I'm like, dirtbag what? They're like, bro,
Broke the cardinal rule.
that's all Terrence McGee money, my nigga.
Yeah.
You did it. How you take They're like, you fucking dirtbag. They are shit. So I called him like, yo, bro, man.
Oh man.
Yo, bro, man, I'm just letting you know, bro. Like, I got like, he's like, I knew you took that money out. Nigga, you my man, nigga.
Fuck
Like,
that shit.
but that's an NFL. Like this,
Yeah,
this fine,
that's
like,
different.
a
That's
Pro Bowl,
another bag,
he
man.
didn't give a fuck.
He ain't
Like,
tripping,
you
man.
know what I mean? So that's yo, bro. I'm talking about. I was like,
Oh,
what?
man.
Yo, bro, I went shopping.
Yo,
That
that's
next
crazy,
day,
man.
nigga, I'm buying Balenciagas. I'm buying. I got the jewelry
Get
cleaned
how you
up.
live.
What, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like
hold on.
my cousin. Remember, I say he was home.
Yeah.
That nigga got that nigga fresh. I said, got a chain.
This nigga went shopping and his cousin sleeping in the car. Nigga, what's your priorities, nigga? What the fuck is this? You could have put a down payment on a crib for this nigga. And this nigga
So you should have paid his
Shit, we
rent
gotta speak.
out of Austin, son. Yo, rent's only
Hold
like
on.
600. That could have been 3 months worth of rent.
bro.
Hold on. This nigga went
bro.
for. This nigga
My
said.
cousin tells me to this day. My cousin tells me this shit
Best
happened
night
like
of
maybe
his life?
like 2 years ago, like maybe
Yeah.
a year and a half. My cousin tells me to this day, he be like, "Yo, it's the greatest
Never
night of my
forget
life."
that life. Yeah.
He's like, of his life.
That's
He's like, yo, son, the
crazy.
greatest night of my. Niggas didn't get no pussy that night.
Ugh.
And it's still the greatest night. I'm like, yo, niggas didn't even get no buns. He's
Don't
like, yo,
even
it
matter.
was just crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm mad you ain't slide him at least 1,000.
I took him shopping, nigga.
took
He
him
got
shopping.
fresh. He got a little.
He got a little.
He
He got the starter kit.
He got the little Jesus piece.
I'm
Fuck
gonna
him. He
front,
lit.
son.
He
I got a
lit,
little
man.
Adidas
I'm not-
sweatsuit.
He good,
You know what I
man.
mean?
I'm not gonna front. I feel where you
Lady
coming from.
needed
'Cause
that, man.
when Gil passed me that money, bro, that shit was hard to get out of my hand, bro. Like I'm sitting there like, damn, I need this shit right here. So
Yo,
I
Oh,
feel you,
man.
bro.
Oh, man.
It's not cool to hang out with millionaires. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Yo, remember you ever
Ain't
see that
that
Kevin
cool?
Hart special where he was
Yeah,
like, yo,
yeah.
I'm not up there yet. Like,
Yeah,
and it's hard
yeah.
to ball with when you're around rich
Yeah,
people.
facts,
And they,
yeah.
like, that is really true. I mean, like,
That's a
yo,
real
bro,
thing. That's
I
a
really
real
can't.
thing. You
I
gotta
can't
stay
do
in
it,
your
bro.
lane, man. Stay in your lane.
You ever been
he's
broke and be
gone.
like, yo, when I get this $1,000, I'll be good. Then you get the $1,000, but like, yo,
Yeah, you want
Say
10.
Yeah,
You know what
fuck
I'm saying?
this 1,000.
You get the
Nigga.
10, you want 50.
Dead
You
ass,
get the
my
50,
nigga.
you know what I'm saying? It's
I've seen a
crazy.
lot of
Be
money in
like
my
that.
life, but it's like, no matter what, if you can have
Need more.
10,000 on you, something is gonna come up that you're gonna be like, yo,
Yeah.
all right, this is what it's for. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, you come and you go. You know, sometimes I sit there and be like, I think you ain't gonna take it with you.
That's a fact.
The memories is what's gonna make it lit.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It ain't really the money, it's the memories after it. You feel what I'm saying? But sometimes you can't be stupid. Like sometimes I will sit there and be like, I'm wilding. I'm hurt. Cause there's a couple times I done left that strip club the next day and be like, damn, son, I'm fucked up. Damn.
Yo, Norbes.
Your fault.
Me, nigga.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
You ever looked in your
Definitely.
wallet? Yo, you ever looked in your wallet and saw no money after you left
Oh,
that
every
joint
day.
and went like, yo, someone must have slipped me something because there's no way I could have spent all my money up in
Yo,
there.
bro, it happens.
That
That's
shit is
the word.
crazy.
Yo,
man.
my first time in the
That's
strip
not a good feeling, man.
my first time in a strip club, I rushed to the ATM.
You
My
like
friend,
you said-
my friend grabs me. He goes, "Where you going?" I'm like, "To the ATM." He's like, "That's the walk of shame. Don't go there."
You
First
look like- you
off,
look like
see
you
now,
bumped the fuck out of strip club.
now I have.
It's a
I have-
routine now. You got it down pat
Now
now.
I have strip club etiquette.
Of course. You
You don't
you've
go there. First
graduated.
off, the
Right.
ATM in the strip club charges you $10.
Wild bread,
$12.
wild bread.
to take your money
Get your
out.
paper
Go
beforehand.
to the bank. This is the strip club etiquette. You go to Chase or whatever your bank is.
bank of choice.
Yeah, before you get to the destination and park,
Yes, sir.
you go and you go to the bank. You get your money out because they'll change your singles. Understand that every time you give them $100, you're only getting back $93. They charge you $7 to change your money. A lot of
Really?
people don't know that.
I didn't know that
But
shit.
yeah, when
Strip
you
club
give
101
them,
right here.
yes.
Damn.
I remember I took Cantone, and you know Cantone is like my cousin Cantone makes a lot of money, but he's also the cheapest nigga in the world. He went
That's how
with
you
me.
keep that bread.
Right? I told the bitch one time, I'm like, yeah, give me 100 in singles, and he said, yeah, give me 100 in singles, and I took my 100 and he's like, he counted his 100.
Damn.
And he was like, yo, bitch, what the fuck you doing, bitch? It's only $19. I'm like, yeah,
Oh, my God, man.
Nigga, you got,
Yeah.
He's like, nah, I said, fuck that. What the fuck you mean, bitch? I want my $100, bitch. You tell me. I'm like, yo, my nigga, you killing me.
I ain't even know
wildin'
that.
right now.
I'd have been mad too. I
So
ain't gonna lie to you.
now you gotta understand your strip club. You go, you get your money before you go in. If you gotta pay at the door, if you ain't got to pull, you ain't gotta, I can't help you with that. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing no lines. I'm going right in whatever way I can. Most of the time, I'm either a host or whatever or a guest or so. I'm getting in. You don't hold your money out because then they all swarm around you like pigeons with bread.
Yeah, man, hold
Nah.
on.
What I do is this. I wait. until I see the one bad one or two bad. I scoundrel the room. I scout the room. I'm like an NBA scout. I'm like an NBA scout on draft night.
My eyes alert. I scout the room.
Yeah. And then I see who the baddest one is, and then I'll be like, all right, she gonna get my money. And then what I'll do is you wait till about 2:30, 3 o'clock, because hey, you get there at 12, 1 o'clock, and you throw that first 100. By the time 1:30 happens, you sitting there like, damn,
it's a lot of experiences.
Calculating them.
It's a lot of field the text to learn all this.
Yo, that's what he's talking. I ain't feeling the music in here no more.
You gotta wait. You know what I mean? So I always know I leave the strip club by like 3:15. You never want to be the last nigga to leave a strip club.
You don't want to be there when the lights come on.
Yeah, so between 1:30 and 3:15 is your prime time.
Yeah.
So then I make sure I throw my money around 2:30. I start throwing it, and then I pace myself. I remember last year after Summer Madness, I battled twerk. James Harden came to the to Summer Madness. So me conceited. Yo, Con, I love you. Yo, so Con is up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, Con.
What Con? You talking about Con? Like
conceited.
Oh.
Like,
What Con you talking about?
What you talking about?
hold on, nigga. That my nigga conceded, nigga.
I thought you meant Con that has you battling the issue, nigga.
No. You talk about the sponsor
Yeah,
nigga.
Con,
Nah.
nigga.
Nah.
So you conceded to James Harden.
Now, I didn't meet James Harden that day. I know he watched the battles, but we knew he was gonna be at Aces.
Yeah.
So
Con
conceited
definitely showed up.
So conceited like, yo, son, we going to Aces. I'm like, yo, Con, I just got this bag from Beasley. I just got paid. I'm like,
I ain't trying
son,
to throw this out,
I
man.
ain't really trying nothing like that. My birthday is in September. It was
Yeah.
like 2 days. I was like, son, I got a budget because I got a lot of things planned for my birthday, and I was flying out. I was going on a trip. He's like, come on, City. Cool. I got you.
Wilding out tonight, baby.
Okay.
All right.
You
We get
reloaded.
We get the Aces. James Harden has the whole VIP, right? He has a bag, a duffel bag, right? And he's doing this. He's sitting here like this, and he's doing this.
Boy.
Peeling.
Yeah.
Peeling plastic. I'm talking about he didn't stop. This was like he was like
All
a money
night.
machine.
Wow.
All night, right? So I'm looking at, I'm talking about there's money all over the floor. There's a picture on my Instagram. You go back September last year. It's me, Conceited, and oh boy, we in Aces, and you see nothing but money on the floor. Like we're stepping on money.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, it's ridiculous, son. This is a ridiculous amount of money. I'm talking about he might have threw at least $100 grand.
Yikes.
Like
Iverson.
like, so look, he's peeling. And then I'm like, yo, Con, we looking crazy in this nigga section, son. We not throwing no money. And none of the chicks is going to come to us anyway because they're all going to get their payday off him.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make sense to compete. Con is like, nah, I'm not throwing no money, Cole, because it makes no sense. They're not going to stick around for us.
Yeah.
So then it turns like 2:45, 3 o'clock almost.
Oh, shit.
Right? I'm like, yo, son, we got to get out of here soon. He's like, nah, cool. James, so he stopped throwing money. James Harden stopped, right? He stopped throwing money, bitches is dancing, whatever. So he's like, so I could get crazy right now. Because if I throw like a little $1,000.
Bad, yeah, little bad, a little crazy right
They're
now.
gonna come to us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could see if we could slide with something or whatever.
The stragglers.
All right, cool. So Con goes. He gets his money. Gives me 500. He gets 500. Con starts throwing the money. Bitches come around us.
James is gone by this point.
No. He's standing there. James
Yeah.
Harden's standing there looking at us.
Yeah. Peeping game.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I got a nice little joint.
Yeah.
Con got a nice little joint. That 500 from each of us went in about 3
minutes. Yeah.
3
minutes.
right?
Yeah. Early.
And then James Harden sees that we run out, and he says,
Yeah.
he has another bag.
Oh my God.
I raised you.
Con!
Hundred rap busting out the rapper.
used to
100
be
rap
my
busting out the rapper.
Yo,
Yeah, he was hurt.
I said, yo, son.
Yeah, let's get out of
We
here.
gotta
Let's
go.
get
We
out of
gotta
here.
go.
Let's get out. Ain't no
It's
point,
It's
man.
over, son.
You gotta
Con
know
looks,
when to
Con
hold.
is like, fuck. Con is like, fuck. I would have got that $1,000 if I knew that nigga had another bag.
Yo, we got him. We got him.
Yo, fellas.
I'm like,
Y'all
yo,
was
Con,
at
that
war.
Oh man, yo, fellas,
Nigga,
fellas,
James
fellas.
had tanks.
So we're
Fellas, man,
we're reaching close to that.
We
that,
could do
that
this
mark.
all night long.
We
We
got-
got 3 minutes left.
Actually, we got 10 minutes
Oh,
left.
10 minutes left.
Yeah,
All right,
so-
my bad.
Before we get up out of here, I seen this video that Ilmac made that I wanted to fucking watch with you guys. I don't know if you've seen it. He did a little like cartoon series of like battle rap
You gonna
animations.
let us watch it live? Or
Oh, we got it right. We got it right here, live and up.
so we gonna just like what?
We gonna play it. You gonna
Yeah,
listen
10
to it. You gonna
minutes
watch
left.
it.
Let's do something special.
Yo, I like what Ilmac is doing. This shit's funny. People who are receptive to it. He might start making this a series.
Fuck it, let's rock and roll,
I
man.
saw this.
This is the ketchup versus mustard shit, right?
You saw this?
Motherfucker, you could have put on the game with all that bullshit you got on right now.
Look at this shit.
Welcome
You
to the
gotta-
Rap
you gotta-
Off Battle League, and I'm your host, the kid who always gets it cracking,
That's lush one.
whether cooling in the fridge or up in the mix in your kitchen cabinet. Your player partner, Baking Soda. We got a crazy flavor clash today between two of the sauciest condiments in history. On my left-hand side, I'm in the refrigerator. Ooh, and on my right-hand side, player partner, who is you? It's your boy, Mustard. You must heard what it is. French's gang. Free my man Butter doing life in the box. Let's go. Yo, hindsight. Mustard has an ugly color. I'll take Mustard's musty mother and uppercut her through the upper cupboard. I'll run your cousin and your brother through the onion cutter. You belong in the dessert section next to the fluffy custard because you're sweet as honey mustard. Look at Dijon and horseradish looking like Dumb and Dumber. You guys probably each other. And since you run with butter, my toast will never jam like your buddy Smucker. Hey, buddy, yo. Get holes in your leather jacket. Get the ratchet. Something squirting if I see ketchup packet and rip his top open like a ketchup packet. You be with the french fries, tater tots. I be on sandwiches in the spread. Translation, you small potatoes, and I'm out here getting to the bread. Yo, that shit was fucking ass. Straight up. Mustard gas. Yo, I'm seeing tons of cash. Ask lettuce. I'm getting green like the Hulk. See, I'm a seasoned veteran in here. You seasoned with salt. Don't think that I won't swing. Even the eggs in here came to see you get yolked. So you better try to concentrate like orange juice. What's that? Cause you about to get beat to a pulp. You used to be that guy. Now Sriracha the one. I try to coach ketchup. Cause I got the sauce in these buns. Quit banging with Prego. Reppin' pasta. That'll get you shot in the slums. Hey, yo, tomato. Yes, sir. That's how you talk to your son.
Oh man.
Yo, I like that little animation that he made.
This shit's
It's
crazy.
dope. I fuck with it.
That's
Shit's
creative.
crazy.
I feel like battle rap needs more little skits and things to make it funny too, as well. You feel me?
Nah,
Fuck that.
was
We got
creative.
5 minutes. Show me
Word.
some gunpowder.
Let's do it, man. Oh, you got some bars, B?
Nah, nigga.
I was gonna
You got
say.
YouTube.
So we ain't even sit there watching no
I'm
battle.
on YouTube too.
Yo, man.
Before we get up out of here, Pat, what's the next move?
Don Marino.
Oh, you booked
Mexican
for the essay?
Mexican bars.
Mexican bars.
But you booked with the essay?
Yeah, I said,
word.
hey,
See, now the
George
real,
Lopez,
look, real
that's
quick,
how you talk
real
to your
quick.
son.
The Mexican angles now will really be accurate.
Word, that's crazy, man. Yo, Tez, man. Bodega's ringing off.
Yeah.
Talk to me. What's next? What's coming up, man? What you got going on, baby?
Working on the music right now. I'm gonna be at the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Oh, it's dope.
I'll be on.
Yeah,
I'll be
we
on
out there.
Yeah, I'll be on a float for that. I got a Bodega remix coming with a big feature. That's kind of dope.
With a Puerto Rican?
You don't got nothing coming up in the DMV?
Huh?
You don't got nothing coming up on this June shit?
Nah, man. I might come out there.
I could have sworn
Wait, the battle's
niggas
just tomorrow?
gave me a prediction.
Nah, Saturday.
Niggas
Saturday.
gave me a
Tomorrow's Friday, right?
prediction.
Saturday.
Nah, I was on the interview. Niggas gave me a prediction. I was like, yo, I got Cortez winning. They're like, yo, that's because you from Brooklyn? I'm like, no. So you don't got no
Nah,
battle.
that's probably with the Ryder battle that I battled Ryder last like
That was
3
in
weeks
Raleigh.
ago.
That was in Raleigh.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
couple
yeah,
weeks
nah,
ago.
nah.
Cool,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. Okay. You won that?
Smoked him. He got the first round.
I thought you outclassed him. Like nobody.
I just swagged him.
Yeah, that's what
like,
I thought.
Yeah, like he just ran out of gas. Like
he had five.
He ain't come with
five
enough.
court flips per round.
yeah, it
And
was
it's-
just monotonous.
it got
It was monotonous. He just need to switch it up a little bit.
You've been in your freestyle bag.
A lot though.
Yeah.
Why is you, Math, and DNA still improving after over the years? What's going on? What's the motivation still get better?
I mean, it's just the spirit of competition. Like, you know, with battle rap, you always got to stay competitive. I think for a while, we were all like, just oversaturated with it. And I don't know, for whatever reason, especially this year, and like maybe like last year too, it's like there's been a lot more hunger with it and just zoning in, because you want to solidify yourself as a legend, but you also want to solidify yourself in a category where it's like, when I leave this shit, because we all know it's not many more battles left for us. It's like, when I leave this shit, I want people to sit there and not deny anything.
Right.
You know, it's like LeBron right now. LeBron's on his 15th year, and he's like, yo, all I have to do now is just solidify the legacy.
Chase rings.
And that's all we do. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing. So it's like...
You went internationals past year, went to Australia. You know,
Everywhere.
I have a big question before we get out of here about that. You took the battle headass with the chain, right? But right after that, you announced your matches in Australia. Were you ready in case, like, if you had lost?
Well, what it was I already had those battles booked.
If you won,
and then when I got offered the chain, they sat there and said that if I won the chain, I wouldn't be able to do those battles.
Right.
And that was kind of like a conflict, because I sat there and was like, I'll never get to go to Australia. And I went to 2 different countries and battled 2 different leagues.
They gave you an ultimatum.
Week to week.
Battle some dude named Context. That's funny.
Cortex and then
Cortex.
Dundee.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I went to Melbourne, and I went to fuck, I forget. But I went to Melbourne and
somewhere.
Sydney probably.
No, it wasn't Sydney. It's Melbourne and
Brisbane.
Brisbane. That's
There you
exactly
go.
where I went. I went to Brisbane first. I battled Cortex, and then I went to. But Melbourne is like, yo, bro, that's one of the best places ever in the world. Like, the women are there, beautiful. The lifestyle, the city, everything is super lit.
We gonna have to do a part 2, man.
And those are things that you sit there and be like, yo, bro, I came from the barbershop.
Yeah.
I came from the corner store rapping to
Absolutely.
go to Australia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, the head ice shit was like, it was like a little downer to me, because I was like, man, I don't want to lose this opportunity.
I had that feeling, man. I had that
Speaking
feeling.
of opportunity, bro, even though you next to me, I put all the money in my pocket. You ain't never seen none of my battles, right?
I saw the one with you and Skates.
You just saw that? All right, cool.
He told me put me on.
All right.
But I'm not gonna lie, I did hear about you maybe a month and a half ago.
That's good. That I'm
And
doing something right.
Nah,
Absolutely.
it's your name. Because I said Gunpowda Patt. I was on Twitter like, Gunpowda Patt? Y'all serious? And niggas was like, son is fire. I was like,
fire.
this name is crazy. But I was like, you was on a card with Clips, right? And I was fucking with Clips. I was like, Clips, who the fuck is Gunpowda? Like, just fucking with him. But niggas was like, nah, son, it's official.
yeah.
And then when I heard about you in Skates, I've been seeing that like all week. People talk about it. So when Norbes put me on, I was like, oh, all right, cool. And then he said you was from Brooklyn. That's why I asked you. He said you was from the Star.
Just want to start.
I
And I was
thought you
like,
was from the
Nah, I'm
side.
from the East.
Yeah.
Me and him chopped it up about that. We cleared that.
He wanted to be known.
Let it be known, Shine.
Yo, Star Right, Star Right, man. Everything for Zeus, free tax, man.
Alright,
All from the same hood, my nigga. Gangster.
Big facts.
But yo, you being from Brooklyn, you are our nigga. Go watch my shit. Give me whatever tips you could. You feel me?
I definitely do
Get
that.
back to me, my nigga.
I'll
Like that
definitely
ass.
do that.
my nigga.
Is there a lot
I'm
of
not
people in his
playing.
generation that are like that? They're like, hey, veteran battle rapper. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing right?
Well, I'll be honest with you, right? I seen something right before we get out of there, where Waka had said a couple like months ago. Waka was like, "Yo, the OGs don't respect the new guys that coming in hip hop, right? The mumble rappers, but the mumble rappers feel like, yo, y'all niggas ain't never embrace us or try to give us game. So why should we respect y'all?
That's all
And I
facts,
feel like,
man.
that's the same thing with battle rap, where
Gotta
we
bridge
feel
the
like
gap.
bridge.
Gotta
And I
bridge the gap.
always had said
You always
that.
been on that
yeah.
tears
Nah.
over tears.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
been
But
doing
look,
that.
this the difference with them industry niggas and the mumble rappers, da da da. Y'all new niggas and us new niggas, we still all bad rap Cause to all them industry niggas, we just
We
them
just
battle
won.
rap
We
niggas.
just won. But that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. We can't afford to divide that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We
Yeah.
got to sit there and give y'all tips or whatever like
In a
that.
couple of years, your whole class probably be
Exactly.
gone.
Like, we
2 or
would-
3 more years.
Like Norbes, like we said yesterday, it's like
But there's not a lot. I will say this: I'm not impressed
with a lot of
the
cats.
class. Yeah, like I
With
feel
a
like
lot
my
of new cats.
yeah, like I feel like my third. I feel like my
that
third
same
for
way,
Prez
too.
Mafia. The way I put that third for Prez Mafia, until someone can really like break that mold.
Exactly.
That third for Prez Mafia stands for
a lot of people.
Everybody.
a lot of people, and that you know what I mean. And,
I
and
won't watch that because I ain't see that.
now
but
that
I'ma
third,
watch
that third is one of
Yeah,
the
you
best
gotta
rounds.
watch
That's
that.
good.
That was fire.
I mean,
I'ma watch that.
A lot of there's still guys rapping. There's still guys battling the older, like Sway 52. So no,
That
no, Sway
ass?
52.
I don't
Nah, he
think
feel
so.
like that.
But the aura,
Sway, baby,
Come on,
too.
man.
but the aura of Sway
man.
and his
46.
untouchable, that's gone.
46.
Like we was like we were saying yesterday, man. Like Pat, for your generation, you guys got to go and take y'all crowns, right? There's nobody that these guys ain't supposed to give you guys the crown.
I know, but
But as you guys are coming up, when they see that you guys are the ones to extend the hands to, they're gonna give you those jewels. They're
Well,
gonna
look,
give you
that's
those
why I
lessons.
battle twerk and some of
Exactly.
madness.
You know what I mean?
But
That's
look,
why
also-
even battle
Each one
router.
bring
That's
one
why
up,
even battle
exactly.
router because
Exactly.
I battle A-War. Like I've given
Yeah,
guys
no, you've
shots.
been
Battle
giving back.
A-Ward?
You've been
Yeah,
giving back.
A-Ward.
Yeah, you
I'm
get
not
been
on
giving
shit,
back.
bro.
So my whole
I
whole
don't
thing is
fuck
I will
battle.
give these guys the
Absolutely.
shots.
People forget you gave Tay Rock the shout.
Yeah.
You was his
Son,
first
He
main
knows I
event.
didn't want to battle Tay-Rock.
I was doing
like,
my
why
research
Tay-Rock?
again on that battle.
It's
Yo,
a lot
the-
closer than people think.
It's not even that it's a lot closer. You won that battle. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
because the Mexican angle. So
and that's
you
that
get it.
battle
Yeah.
versus who?
But
Me and
him
Tay-Rock.
versus Tay-Rock.
Tay-Rock. I'm
Like if you go back because I
That
was
was
doing my
Tay-Rock's first
homework
main
all
event.
over again.
That's Tay-Rock
First time at the top of
Main
the
event.
card.
Yeah.
Because I've
First time
seen
at the
because
top
I've
of the
seen
card.
all because I was
You
telling
see,
Pat
look.
earlier.
That's one thing too. Niggas be caring about top of the card, bottom of the card.
No,
Yeah, show your ass.
no,
None of that shit,
that
bro.
does matter down the line. You have
Eventually
to.
you will. Eventually,
Eventually.
once
Nah, bro, that's girl shit.
you know what?
bro.
I'm gonna tell you something real quick. Like, no, this is real shit, Pat. When you're able to walk out, like I remember when Mike P first walked out at Nome and Twerk first walked out at Nome, and to see the crowd literally erupt. When the first time you see that, it's gonna blow you away. I'm not even bullshitting. And then you're gonna really feel like, oh shit, I'm getting somewhere.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
promise you.
Mike P and Twerk was a surprise battle.
Yeah.
So was his surprise battle with you and Summer Madness. Down the line, after a couple more events, Twerk's finally headlining events. He can headline in a match.
But like as you see, also look at this. When Twerk battled Mike P, they were both new to that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But you seen when I battled Twerk, it was a whole different thing
He
because
looked uncomposed.
Exactly.
I had him on.
exactly.
It was just like
You had the veteran
like
advantage
swagging.
over there, yeah.
I'm cracking the Henny. I'm
Right.
smoke rolling
Right,
my
right.
L. We laughing.
Hitting the
look at
vape
this.
pens.
Like
Right.
everything. Like you get what I'm saying? Like
Am
you
I
gotta
doing
know.
something?
I gotta say
Play it.
personally though, as a fan of yours, I was upset that you were a surprise match and you weren't on the card because I would love to have seen you get promoted because that was your first time in Madness.
Yeah.
So I would have much more loved to see like, oh, Cortez is finally on the card. Let me go there, you know, versus me being like, oh, he's
But
here.
you know what though? When I couldn't turn it down.
Right,
It was like I was on such a daylight, Prez Mafia, battling Ishmula and doing the 2-on-2 with Ilwillam in the same day. You get what I'm saying? It was like I had so much momentum. It was like, nigga, you got to take this. You know
Pat,
what I
you were
mean?
saying something about if you're doing something wrong. I don't
Oh, I was saying, am I doing something wrong in a sense where I don't know he had all those big battles? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a battle junkie.
You know what?
I battle, but I'm not a battle junkie.
You know
I
what?
mean, I don't watch battles. But I'm so far in. It's like
You know what?
now you don't
my
have to.
mind is right.
You know-
I feel that same way,
but-
but feel me, on a lower stature. You get what I'm saying? Like,
You know why it's good that you don't watch battles
because you're
either?
not influenced by anything.
You'll have your own.
A lot of
style,
guys
do your own swag.
Can't figure it out, and what they do is they mimic a style, and it's good. The fact that your style is so original, so crazy.
But then
It's a
look,
good thing.
my battle drop niggas quick to say goods. Quick
I mean,
to say
you're
this.
gonna-
People
always
will
gonna-
jump to what they to what
So what's
you
familiar?
remind them
So
of,
what's
to
familiar always.
Don't take
Let me
that
watch.
personal, bro. Don't take that personal.
I'm gonna study your
But-
shit. Give me a week.
But let me say,
Don't
the
take that
people
personal.
that people have like kind of compared you to, those are good names to be
Exactly.
in the class with.
That's a
actually really
fact
good
too.
name.
Or even that. Remember when Fab came out, people said Mace. Then what happened? Fab got his own style, and people started saying Banks sound like Fab. And
I'm
now
from
20
where
years
Fab
later,
from.
Fab's still the man. You know what I'm saying? So Keep doing you. Focus on your style.
You have to focus
Don't
on
let
longevity.
people. Don't let people. You know what I'm saying? Try to steer you
As
wrong.
much
man.
as people might try to down, like I give you, as much as people try to say Cortez this or Cortez that, a lot of dudes were hot and got cold, and other dudes came and got hot and got cold. And Cortez is
Still
You got
Yeah.
better and better each
Yeah.
year
Yeah.
and more consistent.
You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It's just you got to just
Right.
keep working and just keep your
Yeah.
television.
I did an interview, and niggas told me you had a battle against somebody, and I was like, yeah, I got Cortez winning. But whoever I was interviewing with, they was on some controversy. So they was like, oh, that's because he from Brooklyn? I'm like, no. Because Chef Trez battling Mr. Wavy. I said Chef Trez winning. So you get that out the window. But
sure.
who was you battling?
It probably had to be Ryder. If you took
Probably,
Chef
yeah.
Ryder?
Ryder,
Yeah,
it
cool.
probably had to be
It
Ryder.
sound like it. It sound like it, because I would love to have you over Ryder.
Well, gentlemen, man. Oh shit, it's about that time. Brooklyn's been in the building tonight,
Yeah.
man. Yo, we had a fantastic time. Cortez
I
in the
learned some
building,
strip club
Gunpowder
shit.
Patt.
Gang.
I learned
Yo,
some strip club shit.
fellas, gentlemen, I just want to let you guys know there's an open door policy to
Once you come to the
cats.
show, you forever valid.
Anything you want to promote, anything you want to get off your chest, you want to come spit freestyles, whatever. We got green screens, all that. This is your home.
Oh, say no more.
Whatever you want. If we recording, you hit me up. Yo, I want to say something. Guess what? The door's open. So everybody online, follow us at Let's Talk Battle Rap. Hit us up on Twitter. We Talk Battle Rap. Hit me up at Program V. Tez, let them know where to find you at, brother.
That's at Cortez_HSP. That's the gram. That's the Snapchat. I'm hilarious on my snaps. That's the Twitter. Email me, CortezPolitics@gmail. Let's work, man. Meet me at the bodega.
At the bodega,
What
Pat.
you say out on the radio right now? Fuck with me, man. Brooklyn
where we
Murder
find
Ave
you at?
Gang.
Pat, let them know where to
Yeah,
find
that's
you
a
at,
fact,
brother.
Yo. Instagram, Gunpowder Patt. Twitter, Super Hot Powder. You know how that go. You know how that
Word,
go, nigga.
man.
Facebook, Gunpowder Patt, man. Just holler at me, man. Everything for Zeus, free tax is what I'm jacking.
That's a wrap.
Yo, man, this has been one of probably our most fun episode to date,
Definitely
man.
one of our funnest
Episode
episodes.
21, man. I can't thank you guys enough.
Man, if that was
Tez,
funny, y'all
Gunpowder,
niggas whack.
Norbes. Yo, man. Till the next time, everybody. Peace.